Blinding lights, lost in your eyes, feeling the pressure. You and I, spending the night, chasing forever. For you, oh no, I'd be your one and only. Don't let me go, don't leave me lonely. Say you'll stay through the pain, say you won't go running. Let me in through your veins, get off of my loving. Holding on to words that you said back in the beginning. All along, they stay in my head. I'm feeling you shifting. For you, oh no, I'd be your one and only. Don't let me go, don't leave me lonely. Say you'll stay through the pain, say you won't go running. Let me in through your veins, get off of my Say you'll be here when your head starts to clear, when I'm drowning, just say you'll jump in.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the broadcast of the Merc Academy. We are here today. I am joined for the first time by Sekio. We are casting the Valhalla Berserkers up against White Lotus Snapdragon. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing very good, and I'm so hyped, to be honest, to watch those teams in the playoffs. And also, it's my first time here casting with you, Zvonix, and I'm super happy that we're having our first broadcast, having our first live at Merc's Academy.
Awesome. We're already into the draft. It has started off already, going through it pretty quickly. Now, we are not casting the highest level of League of Legends, and naturally, we're going to get some more combos. We already see the Yasuo Diana on one side. How do you think these two teams should be setting up their team comps?
Okay, so checking on both comms, the blue team got like some sneaky plays. Speaking of Nico, basically you're gonna try to have him to play as a minion, do something sketchy to get your way on to use the Bob Blossom, and basically I believe the follow-up is gonna be either from Akali or Sion's ultimate. It's either one of those that's gonna be starting your team fight. I believe that both teams are going for some kind of a wombo combo. I believe that the red team have it more clear. On the other side, it needs a little bit of a setup to play around it.
Yep, I definitely think so. I've seen multiple Yasuo comps over my time. I will say it is very reliant on the Yasuo not falling behind in the early game, because you might get the best one combo, but if there's no follow-up damage from that Yasuo, then it is completely useless. And I know Akali is a really strong counter pick into that Yasuo. Sion, this is a champion that I definitely want to have a discussion about this abomination of a champion. I would like to describe him. Sion has been so oppressive, so powerful in the meta for so long. How do you view this pick? Because it feels like you can just pick it whenever you want.
I feel it's the boss that who actually made the Sion be that viable in meta. Like, a lot of people was just like, yeah, it's Sion. He can do anything. You can just use him into something, or just like play him. And after that, a streamer jumps into NLC and he just like start dominating everyone. Let's just say it like that. And after that, yeah, Sion been like recognized. He can use him as a blind pick. He can use him in lane swaps. He can play around a lot of stuff. And also, after saying all of that on this champion, he got nerfed like 10 times in a row to just like nerf AD Sion, get out of this one shot 5k HP champion just like running over you as a train.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty strong. Xin Zhao, also another champion that's been in the meta for a while. It feels like on blue side they have a few meta picks. I know Akali we have seen being picked up in several variations of pro play comps. Nico is a very common one in the support role. Whereas on the red side, it is... I'm gonna take a strong guess and say that they've drafted comfort picks for themselves, not so much the meta picks. But I always feel like at this level of play, going for comfort is always the better call to go for.
I totally agree with you, because basically you're not playing at the highest level of League of Legends. You're just enjoying the game, and you're trying to do something fun and funny at the same time. You want to win, of course. Like, both teams do want to win. I'm not sure if this game is gonna be on fearless mode, because if this is gonna be fearless, I believe it's gonna be chaotic. But yeah, you're just using Gragas, Diana, Yasuo combo, beside having Jinx as one of your... Yeah, if we gotta reset, Jinx is gonna do a lot of damage to the enemy team.
Yeah, I will do. Like, I think one reset could kick off that Jinx into popping off into a team fight. I will say the laning phase in the bot side will be quite challenging. There is a Nico Jhin. It is going to be very oppressive. Jinx naturally doesn't have that much damage in the early game. And so I think we'll have to keep our eyes on the bot lane to see how it goes. On top of that, it is Gragas support. Whilst it is effective in certain areas, it doesn't provide the utility to a hyper carry like the Jinx that she might want from a Lulu or a Milio. So that's also another interesting thing to look at. Are there any other matchups in this game that you are interested in?
Oh, so we spoke about Yasuo Akali, but let's just like bring it back again, because basically Yasuo is one of those champions that's pretty hard, and actually pretty hard to live, not to kill, because we all have seen this Yasuo in your solo queue games, 010, 020, just like running down all the games. So this game, let's just like say that if Yasuo didn't die 3 or 4 times before minute 10, this game is gonna be a little bit easier for them to play. Versus Akali, because Sniper, or like Akali, is one of those assassins that got like a lot of mobility, a lot of ways to get around this Yasuo, and yeah, her Qs are gonna be doing a lot of damage in the early game. That's when it comes to the mid lane, but more often, I really want to focus on the 3v3 on bot side. When you have Diana, I don't feel that's the primarily thing for her is to gank. She's just like trying to farm up to get level 6. After that, she's gonna be unleashed. On the other side, you're playing with Xin. Xin Zhao, or like Xin Zhao, Xin Zhao. I'm used to say Xin Zhao.
Sure.
Anyways. He's more often into having a lot of going to a lot of action in early games, so you can use that. And playing with Nico Gen, you have a lot of setup for you to play on both side.
Yeah, I mean, very good breakdown actually. I'm really interested to see how all of this unfolds. I personally think I'm a big fan of what both team comes are doing, but if I was to give my prediction on who's going to win this game, I'd actually vote for the blue side. I just think yes, if the Yasuo does avoid running it down, then you're going to be fine. But that is a big thing to avoid. I mean, look at all the threats that the Yasuo does have. Obviously, a nice combo would be great for him, but I think blue side is a lot easier to play, in my opinion. So, who do you think is going to take this game based off the drafts?
Based off the draft, if we're gonna be speaking on just like both teams are the same ranks or just like playing on kind of a bit high level on League of Legends, I will totally go with the blue team, as you have said. But they have easier to execute composition. Also, they have a lot of CC that they can count on. Also, I want to get back again into the laning phase. Yasuo is one of those champions that needs long lanes to be able to have the flexibility to move on the game. But in mid lane, it's hard for him not to die. That's all I'm gonna say. So let it unfold.
Oh, beautiful production as we load ourselves into the rift. Finally, ready game. We will be able to see these two teams battle up against each other. Now, talk to me about this early game. What is going to happen and what do we expect?
Oh, a lot of action maybe from the blue side. Basically, they should be looking for a lot of ganks on both side. Basically, Sun is one of those champions that can just like be ignored. He's gonna have his island. I don't think that he got like killed pressure versus Renekton. Renekton can't do anything versus him. He got the shields, he got the stacks, and he's just gonna survive no matter what happened.
We're running out on some early trading in the top side. Taking W level 1 takes some decent damage. I know Renekton has run the press the attack rune, which is pretty solid for short trades. What do you think about his rune choice, not going for Conqueror into the Scion?
That's like a huge mistake, because I know that. Oh, actually, let me think about it. If you're gonna try to fight Scion, like you can go for the you should go for the longer trades. Oh, never mind. You should go for the longer trades for versus Scion, because Scion is just gonna use he's gonna proc the runes, and also he's just gonna play for short trades. So when you're trying to play with the attack, you won't have the sustainability or anything to sustain with. Whenever you have like this long trade, you popped up the dominance, you're trying to have this 1v1, and yeah, no healing being produced here. Ooh, a heavy trade in mid lane.
Yeah, heavy trading in the mid lane. This isn't even Electrocute Akali, this is Conquer Akali, and already winning out on the trades. I wonder if Danny's going to get some help from Slayer in the jungle. Early doors, he's going for a topside clear on towards bot side. Diana should be slightly faster than the Xin Zhao. But, I mean, are we going to see a early fight in the river for that Scuttlecraft?
It's probably, we're gonna see that in 1 minute, but in mid lane, Danny is having some troubles here. Ouch.
Yeah, early troubles is not the easiest matchup for the Yasuo. Blowing the exhaust, no TP, so he will be stuck in this lane for a while. Topside trading is also going extremely heavy. Don't think anyone's going to go down for now, but we'll see. Nike Dragon going to eat a chunk of damage off this Scion W. Dashes forward, dashes away. He's going to survive for now and has to reset.
A lot of CS is gonna be missing, but look at Cyan! Just sniping him out of the blue. A lot of CS and a 1v1 solo bolo on top side. And yeah, that's how you play versus Cyan. That's not an easy. And look at the trades on both sides. I really want to wrap up about a lot of stuff and what's gonna be happening on both sides. I believe that if we're gonna see a 3v3, like if Diana tries to contest the Scuttle Crab, it's gonna be a no way for them to just like try to contest it. Like you don't have the tempo, you don't have the pressure, and also the chain CC that you're gonna have on Diana is gonna be massive, and it's gonna be easier for VAL to win this trade.
Well, Xin Zhao is extremely slow on the clear, so Diana's actually on the crab already. Could look for either a gank into the mid lane or the bot lane. Xin Zhao just finished the clear, 339. Full clear on the Xin Zhao. It's going to miss out on the crab. And they're looking for a play in the mid lane. Can't quite see what's happening there as a topside trade is breaking out. Nike Dragon, this time around, looking like he's getting the favor of the trade. Has a glowing moat, so that might be the reason why. But early doors, oh, I feel like you gotta flash that Scion E. You gotta flash that. He dashes in for another trade. Takes a lot of HP out of the Scion. Uses the flash defensively and does get that trade back solo kill in the top lane.
They're trading 1v1s, but on jungle, like I really want to have my eye over Slayer. He's playing pretty good right now, and for Zen, I don't know, like you've mentioned it, like clearing the first wave or like the first clear for him at 3-4-40 is a low. He almost got him.
Close.
Yeah, it's super close. And yeah, going back to Zen, he's just like, I don't know how can you be that slow on Zen. To be honest, like it's a bit weird, but like yeah, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Also, Diana picked up a lot of CS in mid lane, so she's happily scaling, and nothing has happened for now. Both junglers are just gonna go for the second trade, and mid lane, oh boy, you can see a lot of action.
Yeah, Sniffer is dominating Danny in the mid lane. Healthy CS lead too. But yeah, look at that Diana, 40 CS, going for a mid lane gank, almost taking down the Akali. It's a flash forward from Lego Alien, looking to trade back onto Slayer. Does do a lot of damage, but it's level 5 to level 4. I think one jungler is significantly favored in this trade than the other, and they will just back off. But look at the power of Diana, moving around, affecting the lanes, saving this Yasuo as much as she can.
If you had like an angle versus this Diana, we're gonna see it in mid lane and 2v2.
Yeah, mid lane 2v2 is breaking out, but a fight happening all across the board. Wind Becomes Lightning is going to tag Danny as they have to run away. I can see Slayer has blown that flash as well, so Summoners being used all across the lanes.
Yeah, and right now you can see the target over the dragon. I believe that after you got the bot Bryo and the mid Bryo also Zan, and both Nico and Jen are currently on the dragon. Also, Diana is a bit slow. She's going for level 6 after this creep, and I believe she might try to go for the dragon fight.
Yeah, unlikely though. I think with Danny being pushed out of the lane and recalled, I think he's just going to take the safe option and go back. But Nike Dragon on the top side, eating a lot of damage, does have the dominus, but will walk away with a slither of HP. Boom doesn't have enough mana, I think. He's going to pop the dominus, go forward. He doesn't quite have enough cooldowns for the stun, but the wave is crashing in. We'll see if he goes for a dive. We'll just back off.
No mana for him to keep doing that. And also right now, you can see, I can't call it a sheer recall, but like a really good tempo recall for the bot lane is going to help them a lot. Yasuo is having some heavy trades in the mid lane. The Tornado is here. Missing Snipper. Huh. He was aiming for Natalie, like he can just like give it to her.
Okay, well, Deadly Flourish down on the bot side as the Gragas eats a chunk of damage. A zap trade back by Lucky.
Big wave.
Like he does have the lethal tempo being procced as well. Snipper and Danny heavy trading, but in comes the Moonfall from Diana. Hey, you don't need to win the mid lane if your jungler is just gonna bail you out of it anyway.
Yeah. Just like that. Blink, can you miss it? You see Diana just moving forward. Moonfall followed up by Yasuo's ultimate. That's how you play this landing phase. Also, he's just gonna push the wave and go for the recall. Probably is gonna go for Blade of the Rune King as his first item. I believe that's gonna be the call for Yasuo. I don't see a lot of Yasuo in pro play, so excuse me if I'm mistaken with this champion's build. But that's probably is gonna be his build, but he's overextending maybe for the Void Grubs, but he's currently have almost 1k gold in his pocket. And he didn't recall. Just saying.
No. Yeah, it didn't go for the base. Has used ultimate. It is coming back up soon. Nipper is going to take a chunk of HP out of him as well. The Grubs has been started off, one taken already, but they're stuck in the pit. There's no flash on the Diana, root onto the Gragas already. A flip from Snipper as the Akali holding that ultimate for now. In comes Lego Alien, he's popped the Crescent Guard. Snipper has gone in with the perfect execution. That's one going down. Diana's dead. Perfect execution onto the Renekton. And this fight is looking like an absolute sweep for the blue team. Valhalla Berserkers wipe the floor with White Lotus Snapdragon on this grub play.
That's a slaughtery 4-0 in the top side, and no one actually fallen. Valhalla is just like playing with their food in top side, and on the other side you can see Jin having fun. It all started with a huge misunderstanding. Like basically you had to go for the tempo recall, you had to go for the wave. Like I feel like this one blade costs WLS a lot, and right now on bot side, snipes. Oh,
okay, curtain call, not gonna quite land onto that Jinx. Did use flash though, so a sitting duck in the bot lane if they want to punish that.
They should. Zen is actually moving towards bot side. Also, I can feel that Akali, she's just gonna shove like 1-2 waves and try to gank bot side, because basically whenever you're playing with Jinx is one of those champions that got zero mobility when he doesn't have his flash, and right now he doesn't have flash, ghost, zero utility, and also he doesn't have like someone like Lulu, Melio, anyone to support his play style. So right now he's just gonna play the hard game, shoving waves, recall, getting some items, and he's not gonna try to put himself in danger.
No, speaking of danger, mid lane trade, but it's not the Yasuo Diana, it's just the Gragas, and not enough damage. Kill off Snipper.
Yeah, he's just like used the ultimate, and right now I can see the shuriken flip pop from Snipper.
Yeah. Snipper is going back in. This time he's not winning that trade out with the Vamp Scepter from the Yasuo. A lot of sustain has come through. Root almost landing onto the Gragas. Trading still going on. I feel like he could go aggressively for a trade here. Does have the knock up if he lands it. Doesn't quite. Doesn't have the ult either, so...
Look at the rocket!
Oh my god, Snipper's just gonna go for the solo kill. Perfect execution to get away. Slayer will be able to follow it through with the E reset. 1-for-1 in the mid lane, but another solo kill for that Akali.
Play safe mid laner. You got Jinx rocket, you got Diana's Moonfall, and you got Yasuo's trying to just like slide over the minions, having some fun, and all of that for an Akali. Also, Akali doesn't have a lot of sustainability in her kit. He doesn't even have the Doran's shield. So it's just like, yeah, you're having fun. Dominance being brought in topside, and there is no 1v1s here. Cyan got no mana for ult or anything to help him, but right now both teams are going for the Drake. The setup is here. It's gonna be an Inferno, which is gonna give you 5% in adaptive force, which is gonna help you in laning phase and afterwise.
But the Nico going in, Pop Blossom, he's gonna knock up two people. Diana goes in, ultimate onto two, down goes the Nico, and Lego Alien is chasing out Lucky as the fourth shot, not quite doing enough damage to Slayer as he's forced out of the objective. Whom TP's up from the top side, no follow-up TP from the Renekton, so you sacrifice the Nico, but the Gragas did die, so 1-for-1 plus the Dragon. I think you're happy if you are the blue team here.
A support for a support, and you have a dragon as a plus, yeah, it's gonna be, you're just like, I'm super fine with this trade. In mid lane, Danny is just being obliterated in this 1v1.
Yeah, a little bit. He is getting snarled on, however, he does have the Ooga Booga press R combination on his side.
Look at this team! They're all coming to mid lane!
Yeah, no.
Predicted from top, Dragons from bot, and it's a party in mid.
God. It definitely is a party in mid. The thing is, though, whilst it is a party and they have been sending a lot of people for Danny, he is 1-2-1. I don't know if this game plan is working right now. I feel like they might want to change it up.
They're just like trying to stop him from ending. I don't know.
Truth. Maybe they don't know the lore behind the 0-10 power spike. You gotta let him in more.
Yeah, he should go for it. Like, they're stopping him from entering his like winning zone. Oh, speaking of winning,
Play safe mid.
yeah.
I mean, eventually it's gonna work, right? As topside play, Lego Alien tanking up a lot of damage. Super Mega Death Rocket did do a lot of work. Slayer very low. The root from the Nico not going to land. But look who's arriving into the top side. It is Danny, and it is that Gragas Pop Blossom only onto one. But the Nico in between a rock and a hard place. As well, White Lotus Snapdragon, they're equalizing the kills decently well here.
They're moving or like giving their kills probably to their damage dealers. You can see Diana 2-on-2 having Leandris completed plus the armor boots. You have 1-2 auto attackers, and they are your primarily damage dealers. You're having fun with them, and on bot side you can see the slice and dice, just like two top laners having fun. Not a lot of action, but not a lot of players got their first item. But Sunder the Sky is gonna play hard rule for this in Zao next team fights.
Yeah, Sniffer getting jumped on again is going to be able to... Oh, doesn't quite land the perfect execution. I think Slayer pressed the E and went behind the Akali as that R2 was channeled. Will get himself out of there to safety as well. Well played by White Lotus Snapdragon. They're literally right back into this game. The gold lead dead even. They probably just want to keep up on objectives now.
This game is just intense, like both teams have the same gold, same turrets, same everything. Speaking of Turks, none of them actually took their first turret. And I was not keeping track of the... what's it called? Like, I lost it. The that thing, like after you get 2 objectives, 3 kills. Feats of strength. Feats of strength. Oh man, like, I'm so rusty and it's 3 AM, so... excuse me, like, oh, I'm sorry for that. Like, anyways, this strength, I believe, like, it's just like stopping on the next solo objective or like getting the first turret. And right now you can see Gragas just walking as a drunk guy 1v3.
Yeah, and oh my god, I mean, the Yasuo combo is just so lethal. They're gonna find Lego Alien lurking in the jungle. But doesn't seem like the Valhalla Berserkers are gonna give up this objective. A TP is being channeled. Boom is here. Does have the doesn't have the Scion ultimate. Don't know where that was used. That Rift Herald is going over to White Lotus Snapdragon. And I mean, look at this game plan. They're literally just gonna run around with this Yasuo. He didn't have a good laning phase. It does not matter at all. And they've started to get themselves into this game.
And also they have used the TP on... I don't feel like it was on purpose, not on purpose, it was on purpose, but like, it got 0 value. Basically you have 4 players in top side, and you can just like leave the Renekton to split push on bot. On the other side, your enemy jungler is dead. Wakey wakey, no one is here to 50-50, so... It was like a lot of resources being wasted on this Rift Herald, but right now they're just like aiming to make the lead bigger by invading, by going to your enemy jungler, and I believe that Lego is gonna have hard time on this. And like, you had your early game, you had your window. Right now, Diana Yasuo, it's just like hard to play around that.
Very tricky. Might be time to start getting the Jhin into this game as a dragon spawns. Now, I will say Valhalla Berserkers, they're in no pressure to contest this because they got the first 2 dragons. They are, I actually prefer this call to just go for that top turret, to invade some camps, get some gold somewhere else on the map. You can always play for the next dragon. So yeah, I believe that is the first turret going down. If the Scion gets this first, there's a Herald being channeled into the mid lane as that top turret does go down for first tower. We'll get traded. We'll get a crash into the second turret too. probably want to defend this as the tier 2 is being pressured here. Curtain Call being summoned to push them all away. I'm keeping my eyes here on Lego Alien. He's looking for the engage, looking to get onto Lucky. Flash forward from the Scion, finds absolutely nothing. The Gragas focus, beautiful interrupts that Pop Blossom from the Nico, and in comes Danny. He's looking for the ultimate combination. He's going to land onto everyone from the side of Valhalla Berserkers as they start dropping like flies. Snipper's going to be the only one left alive. He does get the perfect execution onto the Jinx and followed up with a double kill, but that's about it. This team fight has been won by White Lotus Snapdragon.
A 3-for-2 on this team fight. You got your AD carry, but like, it was kinda way too late. You lost your trades, you got everything, and I believe right now tier 2 mid lane is gonna be dead in the wind. And Yasuo Jinx and this Diana. Oh wait, like, I totally forgot about the cask. Speaking of the previous team fight, basically Greg is so Nico popping. It's just like, yeah, you're using a Spirit Blossom? Get this cask, get out of here. We're not having it. You're not gonna knock up 3 members and deal like enormous damage CC and give your team a window of winning this team fight. Nah, I'm just gonna pop you out, get you out of the equation, and give my team the chance to play this game without your annoying Nico plays. After that, it's just like they're falling like dominoes, but when you start losing hope, Snipper just lands a shuriken flip, and this Jinx is out.
Yeah, whilst White Lotus Snapdragon can be happy with the overall outcome of this skirmish in the mid lane, it is worth mentioning Snipper did pick up 2 kills in the fight, didn't go down either. So, matching the kills of that Diana, who is the other fed one in this game, still a threat. I feel like this isn't a fun game for either AD carry. It's just quite miserable as Danny, very far up on the top side, is going to get the knock up onto the Nico and is going to go down, overextend. Hey, let's not forget, we're playing a wombo combo. We probably want to just group up with our team.
Yeah, you just like need to hover Diana. Maybe Greg is someone that got like some knock-up to help you, but like it's always the Yasuo, you know, it's always that guy. But speaking of, you're gonna pay the price with the Atakan being brought to Valhalla. Right now you can see the 50-50 and Diana's just gonna get zoned out and no one is getting closer to this Atakan.
Yeah, beautiful stuff from Whom to zone out the Diana. Slayer cannot find a way into that one. That is textbook frontline tank play from the Scion. Snipper is looking for something, but will just head away. Huge trade back for Valhalla Berserkers.
And I really like that the other team just like went for the cross map play. They got tier 1 and bot side, and right now Renekton is sitting on like 1.5k gold on his base. Also, speaking of gold, Diana just got the Rift Maker Leandri's combo, so she's gonna burst you down to hell with this damage. I believe she's gonna be your primarily target, or like the primarily damage for WLS. And this game, you just need to play around her, get this Yasuo a knockup, and just give Jinx a reset. That's all what you need. A reset, a combo, and play around Diana.
Yep. Exactly, I'm looking for a catch. Now, Dragon is spawning in 50 seconds time. Both teams are starting to prep themselves for this objective. Both feel like if Valhalla Berserkers can get their hands on this one, it is sole point, which puts pressure onto White Lotus Snapdragon. So they are here early. They're going to prioritize this objective. They just took the Artican, so they do have XP advantage, and they're looking already into the river. A 2-man knock-up from Whom forces Slayer to flash over the wall, and Nike Dragon's going to be the focus. Snipper.
Yasuo's here?
Flip. Yasuo is here. We're waiting to see if the Diana does go in for the combination. Gragas Cask available as well. With that dead crocodile, that is one frontliner that is missing for the White Lotus Snapdragon. We'll see if they
just
keep
still trying.
Forward. Yep.
Going for it.
Spawned yet. 3 seconds time. The Pop Blossom is being channeled. That's going down onto the Yasuo. As Danny being chunked down to low HP does get the last breath onto the Nico. As there goes down 1. The move forward knocks up 3. But a beautiful 3-man knockup from the Scion is going to follow through with tons of damage from the side of Valhalla Berserkers. The Akali is going absolutely crazy. A double kill, triple kill for Lego Alien. As this insane fight just goes over to the side of Valhalla Berserkers. And they will get themselves a dragon, but it is not over yet because the TP has been channeled into the river. Nike Dragon definitely is trying his best to do something, but I don't know what he can do. Doesn't have the Black Cleaver, so just does no damage to the Scion. Lego Alien has peeled off the dragon to finish off this kill. Nike Dragon, he just respawned, TP'd into the fight, as it's an unofficial quadra kill for this Xin Zhao.
Sign, you monster. That's all I'm gonna say. Sign zoned a lot of them, used his choo-choo train to knock up two members, and once you need him, just like channels the Q, knocks up 3 members, and gives you the life again in this team fight. And you got the life and you have the damage. Zen is just like running over with the Thunder the Sky. A lot of damage, a lot of healing, and right now he picks the Black Cleaver. You were scared from this under the sky? Now he got the 2 items for Spike, and I believe he's gonna be baiting the boo-boo.
Yeah, this is not going to be easy from this point forward, and I feel like the big thing, I mean, I'm gonna rewind our memories back to that fight where the Gragas Cask interrupts the Nico. Now, that engage wasn't that good. They tried to flash forward for the Jinx. The Jinx was really far away. They couldn't get that first engage. And now we see their composition when that initial engage hits. Whom played this fight immaculately. And
that's not the target you wanna force.
No.
I'm sorry.
Who is killing this Ion? I would like to know.
Like, you can't just like go with your primarily damage, and yeah, so the Wombo yeah, you used the Moonfall, used Yasuo's ultimate into Sign, yeah. Surprise, you're not gonna kill him, and you have nothing to do for the rest of the team.
Yeah,
wakey.
The Yasuo also didn't go for the Blade of the Ruined King builds. Now, I don't mind the Kraken Slayer, but you have to look at the champions in front of you. There's a Xin Zhao with 1 billion HP. There's a Scion who's basically as tanky as Thanos. You have to go with the Blade of the Ruined King, in my opinion.
Yeah, and also you have to go for the LDR, maybe. Just maybe they have some armor, like you can see all of those ninja tabis. I know it's not a ninja tabi anymore, but like I'm gonna still call it ninja tabis. Oh, yeah. And he got the Sunfire, a lot of armor, a lot of stuff for them to... Yeah, you're not dealing damage to the front line, and I don't think that he can get to Jhin unless you try to burst some of the frontliners, or at least he got rid of Xin Zhao.
Yep, definitely. Now, both teams are grouping up once again towards the mid lane here, as Lego Alien is going to be jumped on. He is a very tanky and powerful Xin Zhao, so I don't know how much of a good idea this is. Cast is going to knock up the Nico, but the pop loss doesn't actually come through. Moonfall from Diana is not going to be extremely low, as yes, Jinx resets coming through. We haven't seen this for the entire game, as Lucky finally finds a team fight where he can pop that reset. I think Danny picked up that last kill, overstep from Valhalla Berserkers in the mid lane.
They all started to get this Gragas, but guess what? Like, he got the whole squad into his pack. You're not gonna be able to kill him, and right now you're losing 2 of your primarily team leaders, or like your engager, and you lost a huge shutdown to Jinx. Oh, it's not Jinx. Who got the shutdown? It's either Yasuo or Diana, so it's just like, yeah. It's a nightmare also. It's still a nightmare. Oh yeah, so he just like went for a buy, so yeah, he had the pocket for it.
Yeah, it's a tricky one for sure, but well, I mean, the gold lead is very, very close. I mean, I think if you're Valhalla Berserkers, you just need to take the evidence in front of you. Let's if we want to fight, let's make sure our Scion is there. He's just so impactful. He's too much of a chunky frontliner to deal with, and I mean, you see right here, when you fight without him, it is actually very easy, very doable for your opponents to get through your health bars. So yeah, tricky one, maybe a warning sign. Nothing was taken off of this fight, so not too bad, but yeah, maybe we should fight around the Scion.
28 minutes of League of Legends right now. You're fighting over the soul, which is gonna be spawning in 1 minute. Valhalla are just going all in on it. They're just trying to get this vision set up, getting the med bulged in. And after you get both med bot, you're just gonna try to hunt for someone. Slayer, might you be your primary target, or at least anyone. On the other hand, you can see them actually sneaking on him in mid lane.
Yeah, the Jin having to flash there early and getting jumped on into the river. Pop Blossom is going to go on to 2. Look who's arrived into the fight. Boom is here. Snippler as well, TPing behind. That's 1 kill going over to the Jin. Second one going over to the Renekton. It's a 1-for-1 trade as everyone from Valhalla Berserkers are falling. The Scion is going to be the one standing strong. And he outplayed this one. Is he tanky enough? Yes, he is in the 1 versus 2. Everyone from the side of Valhalla Berserkers are dead. The TPs came in way too late. Danny and Slayer will eventually have enough damage to get the shot down onto the Scion as White Lotus Snapdragon equalize the kill score and bring us to an extremely exciting game, picking up their 2nd dragon.
It all started with a sneaky play from this support and top lane. They just like run through the river. Out of vision, they used the sweeper, and guess what? You're just having a sandwich move on your enemy team. You got Zen out of position, you got Jin out of position, and you got the rest of the team. And right now, slowly but surely, like, the difference in gold is not that huge, but when you see this the stacking in this Drake, you can feel like, yeah, you have 10% magic, resist, and armor into your kit, which is gonna help you a lot versus an assassin like Akali versus someone like Jin. It's gonna help a lot into playing with those guys.
Yeah. Absolutely insane, and a good job from White Lotus Snapdragon. I mean, you see the Yasuo Diana combo, it is powerful, and I thought with the Jin getting the first kill of the fight, I mean, ideally, the Jinx gets the first kill of the fight, they usually win, but the Jin got the first one. I thought this was going to be a big dub, but where was Snipper in that fight? I feel like in the first few fights in this game, he was really, really lethal. And he went 4-4. Ever since then, he's picked up 1 extra kill since that first initial fight early into the game. He's been a bit of a spectator, and speak of the devil, he's up in the top lane, will be able to escape. But yeah, the Sakali has fallen off. Oh, my headset's just turned off, so give me a second.
Yeah, speaking of a snipper, as you have mentioned, he's not being proactive anymore. He's looking for the death cap. Once he take it, he's gonna be able to deal massive damage. Yeah, welcome back, bro. And right now they're just like trying to push separate lanes, bot, top, mid, and Sign is just maybe they're fishing for something. I don't believe like you're gonna be able to start anything unless you have this Sign as your primarily front line right now. You can see Danny's just having fun on top side, and he knows that he can go for any trades. 7-4-4 Yasuo, 3 items and half, and at this point of the game, he's just like that Yasuo that you're afraid of going into him.
Yep, and they are going for the Gragas. Eat a bunch of damage. Last breath from Danny, and the Yasuo one-shot pop bottom onto the Diana. Big indeed. A Slayer is going to go down as well. Caught out 2 of the key members of this White Lotus Snapdragon squad. Nike Dragon is on bot side, pressuring that bot tier 2, but it doesn't matter because the Baron is being secured on the top side.
Over aggression from Yasuo. Yeah, I said like you can't kill him, but when you jump him as 4, as 5, you know that his death timer is gonna be on your screen. It's just a matter of seconds, and at this point you can see the cross map play for the tier 2 on bot side. It's gonna be a decent trade. You know you can kill the Sign. He's super tanky and he's going to a 2v1. Oh boy, like that's nasty Scion.
Yeah, it's a strong little Scion that is. It's a tricky one. Baron secured now. Now the scary thing about this Baron is in 1 minute and 40 seconds time there is that soul. And if White Lotus Snapdragon didn't get it, it's only their 3rd Drake, whereas for Valhalla Berserkers, they get the Mountain Soul. You do not want to give this over. Scions is practically unkillable as is with a Mountain Soul. I don't know what they're gonna do. So with this,
that's gonna be good, Zella.
Exactly. So with this Baron, how do Valhalla Berserkers need to set up to secure this objective?
Oh, speaking of setup.
Yeah, speaking of setup, I guess if the Yasuo just runs into them by himself, you get your setup for you.
That's the setup you wanted, and right now you're gonna waste your super mega death rocket. Valhalla is a bit easier for them to start the dragon right now. It's 1 minute. Oh, never mind. Yasuo still got the death timers, so it's just gonna be like another shutdown.
Gragas. Yeah, Gragas is going forward, using the cast, this time not getting the exact knockback. Now, worth mentioning, the last few fights, these Gragas ultimates have been used to keep him alive, which is not what you want to do here. As, yep, even the Diana's being forced off her own blue buff. Danny will be alive by the time the Drake spawns, so maybe there's a way to contest this still, but it's looking, it's not looking great.
Phoenix was just like fixing the top side wave, and right now she got the third item, lost the heal cut, which is gonna help her a lot in the next team fight, but the damage being brought by the support is something else. Tier 2 in the middle is gonna be falling off right now. The pressure is high. Valhalla are just going for, yeah, we don't care about the soul, we're just gonna play the correct macro play. It's basically you have the Baron, you can push the waves, you can have two turrets taken. I really like it. And right now, whenever you see someone, you hunt him.
Yeah, Slayer's gonna get knocked up here. Pop Blossom onto everyone. The root onto everyone as well. The fourth shot onto the Diana. The Renekton is gonna follow suit. As surely, finally now, Valhalla Berserkers will secure themselves a very well-deserved Mountain Dragon.
That's it. He's just like had your Diana trying to check her own jungle. No vision, no nothing to enter with. And right now, Yasuo just trying to get this huge shutdown. But this sign is super tanky.
So tanky. He's not losing any HP. Look at the Jinx. People are coming in. The reset does come through. But it took so long to kill the Scion that the Jinx is just gonna die anyway. That's the thing with focusing the Scion. It just takes way too much time.
Congrats, he killed him! But guess what? You lost Jinx, you lost Yasuo. Right now you're gonna lose the mid and Heb and a bonus. I saw that Akali is not part of the party anymore, but this side is doing much damage, a lot of damage. And he's just like, yeah, I got this soul, and it's gonna be nasty from here on. You got this 10% extra armor and magic resist, plus this shield is gonna give you primarily sustain for just like, yeah, try to kill him for 10 minutes. Even with the Lust Whisper, it's not gonna be enough.
Yeah, absolutely insanity from Valhalla Berserkers here. Well, I believe the Yasuo did pick up the shutdown. You can see the Jinx building towards the Lord Dominix as well. Yasuo has... Is that a Mercurial Scimitar?
Maybe he's going for the GA.
Interesting. No, he's got a... I think his second item in his inventory is a Mercurial Scimitar.
Oh,
Thoughts?
Like, it doesn't help you with the knockups? Just saying?
Nope.
Just saying?
I don't.
I'm sorry. I can't.
It's a bold one. I'll say that. Well, they're looking for the Akali here. Alright, well, I think they're dead. Yeah, Danny's definitely going down. He's flashing into the Jin ultimate. That is an interesting one. I hope this isn't the end of the game, because that would be very anticlimactic for how this game has gone.
Like they had 35 minutes of League of Legends of having fun, but right now Diana is in the backline.
Yeah, here we go. Lego Alien going in. The Diana ultimate does do a decent amount of damage. Jinx does have a reset, but look who's in the backline. It is the Akali. Lucky's gonna go down. And surely now, this will be the end of the game. Slightly comical, slightly comedic towards the end as Danny... yeah, that was a little goofy. But... hard-fought win. It wasn't easy, but in the end, Valhalla Berserkers will take this game.
Valhalla is just picking the first win in the semi-final best of 5. They're having a long road and this best of 5. Just keep in mind, it's just like one game out of 5. You know, WLS has still got a chance into coming back. It's just the first game, and you know, seeing those teams playing in the regular season and we're seeing them now in the playoffs, you know, this game, or like this series is not gonna end as a 3-0. We're gonna have a much fun League of Legends, but we're gonna get to that after the break. So take short break, pick up your popcorn, get some snacks, and we're gonna be right back.
Head down the highway side, cold wind, but it feels right. With you, I'm heavy breathing. Feels like I'm lucid dreaming. I'm not usually the type to rush into the night. This time I can't be speeding. I'm taking it slow, but I just want more. I'm taking it slow, just go with the flow. I'm taking it slow, but I just want more. I'm taking it slow, just go with the flow. I'm taking it slow, my knees on the I'm begging for more. It's you I adore. You took me to see Versailles in the middle of July. I'm falling to the deep end, giving into my feelings. Afraid to go on this ride. I'm scared to crash inside. This time I might be speeding. I'm taking it slow, but I just want more. I'm taking it slow, just go with the flow. I'm taking it slow, but I just want more. I'm taking it slow, just go with the flow. I'm taking it slow.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Merc Academy broadcast of this super exciting series. So game 1 was taken by the Valhalla Berserkers in an exciting fashion. Oh my god, new draft overlay. That's sick. Right, yeah, I mean, Seki, I'll ask you just straight off the bat, game 1, what are your initial thoughts, and is there anything you want to see different this game? I see a Draven.
Seeing Draven. Oh, so yeah, we're having T1 on this team, maybe. I don't know, but seeing Draven, we all saw Draven in Worlds. Let's just not sleep on this, but still, Draven is one of those flippy champions that you normally don't want to see in competitive, unless he's just like a Draven god, some guy who just doesn't miss axes and knows his limit testing. But right now, I believe that's the LoL Pro draft from both teams, and I really like the Morgana pick here. I really do.
Yeah, the Morgana pick is super effective against the Vi. If the Vi wants to lock someone down, you just pop the black shield on them. Now, there is a skill aspect to this. You don't want to blow it too early. You need to be reactive to it. If you do it too early, Vi can just ult a different target and still be effective. So you have to be very smart with how you use that black shield. You can even flex it from the jungle to the mid lane as well, if you like, if you can as well. But more on this Draven. I think it's very good into the Yunara, but again, we saw last game. We talked about how Yasuo can be such a powerful pick in that setup, but you do need to play it well. I don't think he played it bad, but I definitely don't think he played it well. And it's similar with the Draven.
Itemize well. He needs to itemize well.
No green sword, please.
Mm-hmm. Speaking about the itemization, yeah, I'm just gonna get back into the previous game. I believe he saw that he got the Van Berg scepter in his inventory, and he was like, "Yeah, I can get this. That's the QSS empowered item. It should have some special effect or something that's gonna be helpful versus the knockups." But wakey, wait, knockups are nothing to be used here. You have nothing versus them. So yeah, and I'm gonna shift back to Morgana. I really like her in the mid lane. It's just it feels like Enavia on steroids somehow. She just got the Enavia ultimate on I don't know, 5 seconds cooldown. I've played Morgana in the mid lane on the previous clash, the World's Clash, and it's just I'm skipping laning phase and I'm dealing tons of damage. And once anyone just step on my W, I can get it back, so I can deal extra damage, and it's non-stop burn to your enemy team. So I really like this pick.
Really, really nice. I think the White Lotus Snapdragon team composition does look pretty solid as the second rotation of picks start coming through. You see the Aurora now, so you can decide what you want to do with the Morgana. I think Morgana is decent into the Aurora. You get the push. I will say, Valhalla Berserkers, they have double AP right now, so just getting another front line to just stack magic resist could be an option. They are hovering the Maokai, and they do decide to lock that in. I think they still have some flex options. They can move the Morgana between support, jungle, mid. They can move the Maokai between jungle, support, and this last pick will decide what they do with all those flex picks.
I believe that they're gonna just go with Maokai in support, and they should get Zen if it's open, if it's that fearless draft. So they just go with something early. Maybe Jarvan is gonna be pretty good here, but they're going with Rise. And just forget everything about what I have just mentioned about Morgana. Morgana support sucks, and you can't utilize it in anything. It's just a dead fish on both sides.
Yeah. But they do decide to go for the Rise in the mid lane. I think this is a pretty good pick into the Aurora because you have a lot of HP. Aurora is more of a burst champion than a DPS champion, so the Rise is pretty favored in that sense. They're hovering the Karma. Now, I don't know how you feel, but this is just a personal thing. I am not a fan of the Karma. I don't think this champion is very useful. As far as enchanters go, maybe Emilio would have gone pretty hard here with all the frontline engage, with the Malka, the Cassante, but that's just my opinion. I'd like to know what you think about the Karma.
So the Karma here, I feel it's gonna be their primarily poke because like you have no other champion that's gonna help you in poking. If you're trying to do anything, Karma is one of those champions that is primarily playing and laning phase. You just wanna dominate the laning phase. You're playing with Draven, so you should go for something like that. And yeah, we're just gonna start a draft all over again. Yeah, we have no idea about what did they pick. So probably they're gonna
I think they'll
pick.
go for
I feel the
Draven.
Mokai is a good pick.
They might pick Draven.
Oh yeah.
All right, but predict.
All right.
Let's predict the draft. All right. So they're gonna.
You start with
Yunara.
Yunara?
They're gonna, yeah. I think they're gonna start with Yunara. It's just a hunch. And then
Well,
they might.
it feels good.
They might. Yeah, it feels right. And then wait. What's the weather? Oh, okay. They're gonna follow up with Draven.
Oh, and maybe they should open other slot. Maybe, and you're not gonna be able. You're not gonna start with an early mid laner, so maybe open jungle. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
Vi sounds good here.
Oh, they're not picking in
Did you get
draft
Vi,
order.
right?
They're just picking in.
Lame.
Anyway, we were just goofing around. Right. So draft wise, I'll ask you the same question as I did before. Based off what we saw, who do you think is going to take this game?
Stopped working here.
I think he looks.
Oh. Mic broke? I believe my podcaster has a broken microphone.
I'm back.
Oh, he's back. He's back.
Yeah. Just like small trouble with the mic.
Yeah,
You know,
all
using your secondary setup is bad. No, like still. So let's get back into the draft and the picks. You asked me a question like whether, like
Who do you
what
think is
team.
going to take this game yet?
So I'm gonna have like this if thing. Like if Draven didn't die 10,000 times, I feel like they're still gonna lose it. you have like a huge scaling potential on the other team. You have the Rise, you have the Yunara, you have Cassante, and like you saw Sion on the previous game. Cassante is just like the other Sion, you know. He's just one of those guys that can survive tons of damage. He's pretty tanky.
He's the other guy.
And once he just go for the all out, you know, he's gonna burst you down to hell. So yeah.
Yep, precisely, absolutely. I do worry for the scaling on red side.
Oh, that's Morgana jungle.
It is Morgana jungle. Taking a look at how I'm going to take into account how the first game went. I don't see these teams being able to close these games out off the back of an early game. I think there's just way too much skirmishing. There's way too much fighting. Naturally, these games will go the distance, and I think blue side has significantly more scaling, and I think I would probably favor them just because of that reason.
Exactly, and I really like that they're having Morgana on jungle and support, because like Morgana and support at this meta, at this patch, is one of the most useless junglers that you can supports to play with. Like I know that Morgana at some point you had this Morgana Caitlyn wombo combo on both sides. You have the Dark Binding, Trap, yada yada. It was good at some point, but right now after all of those nerfs that she got like through the years, she's more viable in jungle and in mid lane. So so I remembered something. Slayer in the previous game was playing Zen, if I'm not mistaken, or who used to play
Diana.
Zen? Oh, he okay,
Slayer
it's
played
fine.
Diana, yeah.
Oh yeah. So yeah, never mind. Like I was just gonna mention the early game wave clear, like the jungle path, like jungle pathing that he had towards the spot side. That once he finished 340, it was bad. So yeah, he was playing Diana, so he's like the fast clear one. So yeah, he's fine with that. I'm not mentioning anything to Vi. Vi is one of those champions that clear is actually is kind of fast, so you can't do the same thing as them. I'm just
Mm.
saying. Just saying.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see how that one goes. I mean, Morgana is a strong pick into the Vi, but the Vi does have a lot more early game damage. The Morgana will need to scale into when she starts doing damage in the jungle. So Lego Alien, I mean, he had such a good game on the Xin Zhao. Didn't start well. Let's be real. Let's be honest.
True.
But, towards the end, he was definitely one of the bigger reasons why they were able to win the game. But yeah, he's gonna need to make sure he doesn't slow down his clear. I hope he realizes the concern with finishing your clear at 3 minutes. Sorry, at 1 minute 40. No wait, 1 minute 40.
The 3 minute,
That 1 minute 40 is a rapid
3:10.
clear. What the hell? You finish your clear in 10 seconds now. Yeah, 340 is a very very slow clear. So yeah, he might want to make sure that he's on time this game.
Yeah, you should just try to line up your timer and bad with your timer and your first clear. It's gonna be pretty close to each other, so try to get closer to that. You're gonna be winning more games and getting your elo up. Speaking of having that, let's just like rewind and look into both compositions. I'm gonna go for the red team first. You're having Vi as your primarily engaged tool. I don't see any other tools, which is gonna be pretty annoying for Draven. Doesn't have the lockdown onto anyone unless Vi got the cease and desist. Maybe assaulted battery. No, assaulted battery is Vi's old ultimate name. The Q name I can't really remember. Can you? Or it's assaulted battery.
Yes.
It's
Nice.
assaulted battery.
Maybe. It sounds.
I don't know.
Right.
Maybe. So yeah, you don't have a lot of engaged tools for the red team. But on the other side, yeah, you're having Mokai, you're having Kasanti, a refrigerator that he can count on into engaging, and he's just gonna tank a whole ton of damage, and he's not gonna feel anything. So it's viable. Also, you have tons of CC, Rise W, Morgana's Q, Morgana's Soul Stealer, the ultimate. So you can count on that. So mid game, it goes for blue team. Late game, it goes for blue team. Early game, I'm having some doubts in the bot lane.
Yeah. It's listen for blue team. This is all about getting through the early game. It's not going to be easy, but if they can do it, you're looking at a very very easy late game to play out. And again, it's just. I mean, I think what we saw from Valhalla Berserkers in the first game was their ability to get themselves on objectives first was very, very impressive. So if you're White Lotus Snapdragon, probably pay attention to that. Make sure you're not late for the objectives. I think there was only one dragon fight where Valhalla Berserkers were TPing late, but overall, I feel like the objective play from Valhalla Berserkers was significantly stronger. And I think if White Lotus Snapdragon want to contest and get themselves into the late game for the Power Spike of the Rise, the Yunara, they need to be on top of the objectives this game. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Is anything going to be happening in the early game?
Early game, I see a lot of action actually in the bot side. I believe that we're gonna see both junglers sprinting in bot, but as always, I just want to keep mentioning this, like Last Trevenant always gives us the LEC quality when it comes to production, when it comes to moving, and when it comes to the cinematics. You never get sick of it, and like this guy is just insane. He got his own hood, and you're gonna see, you know, like those stats, those small things that you normally see when you're watching like high tier League of Legends, he got all of that, and he's just like, yeah, we're here in Merck's Academy. Not disrespecting Merck's Academy, but we're not in the LSC. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. Love to see it. Crazy stuff. All right. So both junglers will be starting towards the top side of the map, pathing downwards again. Now, you mentioned it in the spectator delay waiting area that, yeah, the Lego Alien was very slow in the first game on his clear, so we'll see how he does in terms of his clear time this game. Mid lane. How's this matchup? Because I know Ryze does scale extremely well, but Aurora is a very strong early game champion.
Oh, when it comes to this matchup, ironically, Ryze should have like some skin in this game. Like level 1, as always, you know, Ryze is hard for him to trade, but normally when you play Ryze versus Aurora, you should start W, because basically that's your skill that you're gonna use to trade, have some slows and deal some damage. But most definitely that's not how he started. He started with E, and that's not how you start with Ryze. You know, it's hard for you to trade using that. But like as always, early game you're just gonna lose Brian, mid, and top, and in bot lane that's the laning phase. But when it comes to team fighting, oh boy.
Yeah. But they got to get there. That's the important thing. They're going to make sure that they survive. And I'm already seeing health bars being chunked out in pretty much every single lane. Ryze has used 1 HP, 1 health potion. Yanara down all the health potions. Maokai won't be able to provide too much protection either. It's good setup for when the Morgana is there, but see on the clear, the Vi, believe should be in time to match the Morgana. Went for the Gromp first instead of the blue buff, so that should slow her down a little bit. Whereas Danny in the mid lane, extremely low already.
I don't feel it. Save Danny. Snipper is just going forward and forward with the trades. No Ignite's gonna be here in mid lane, but no mana also for him to trade extra. And right now I can see that Morgana's moving toward it. To play.
Big trading in top lane, and yeah, good clear time from Lego Alien. 3:30, which is the regular time. Morgana clear was extremely slow. Player is just now crossing over to that top crab, but no priority.
They're changing characters. Like, yeah, you fucked up last game with Zen. Right now you're gonna fuck up with Morgana.
Yeah,
right now they're running Zen.
Very risky fight to take. Danny is so low on HP. No mid laner there. Yoshi is looking for the wraparound. Is that different top laner?
Yeah, different top laner, true.
Yep, I just noticed. Yep. Well, Morgana's been double crabbed. I'll tell you now, Morgana's not exactly a, you know, she's a full clear jungler. Oh, yeah.
He's gonna die for minions?
By minions. He leveled up.
Oh, live it up. Close. Yeah, disrespect from the Ryze in the mid lane. He didn't expect that damage is gonna be falling off for him. And at this point of the game, I believe that Vi is just like having a lot of fun. Morgana just needs to full clear again and again and again. And once she gets level 6, she can have something. And actually, ironically, Morgana is one of the first junglers to clear, to get objectives. So whenever you're gonna see a Drake, you're gonna see Void Grubs, you know that this Morgana is gonna have them skin in this game.
Yeah, we'll see, but it's not a good start for the White Lotus Snapdragon. A solo kill in the mid lane. Double crabbed on your jungler. Bot side does not look
Apples,
fun.
yes.
42 to 24 CS on the bot side. This does not look fun at all. And reminder, it's a Morgana jungle. She's not a heavy ganking jungler, so oof, like I said, these laners, they need to survive to get to the late game. But at the moment, it's not a good look to start with. Look at top lane as well. Top lane CS. CS across the board.
It's like magnificent advantage in top, mid, bot, and everything. You can see the dragon being bowled off from Valhalla. They got their first W, and right now they're just starting this game. They don't wanna do some crazy mistakes. They just wanna play this game by book. Minute 6 Drake They're going for 24 minutes, so if they got it, I believe that they can do something. But right now you can see Slayer being traded so heavily in mid lane. Slayer?
Yeah. Oh no, he misses the bind. Oh gosh, and the bot lane is just literally zoned off of their own minion wave. Yeah, this is rough. This is a tough one.
Yeah, there is like a button in your keyboard. It's for recalling to get some items once you're not being able to do anything. And speaking of that, mid lane Slayer.
Yeah, Sniffer is gonna get jumped on here. Uses the between worlds and is just gonna jump himself out of there. That is super clean to see. Didn't have to even blow the flash. Yoshi gets a solo kill in the top lane. Oh lord. Are they gonna make it to the late game?
That's the question. Whether Valhalla, if they are just gonna keep trading like this and getting a small lead after a small lead, snowballing this game and playing a pretty impressive League of Legends. Oh, Morgana didn't just do that. She didn't just do that. Okay, never mind. He's just like trying to recall for the Void Grubs in 40 seconds. So I got you. He's just like, he slowed his clear to get tempo for the objective. I respect that.
Yeah. It's gonna be a hard objective to fight. Both your solo laners are getting dumpstered by their counterparts. Bot lane is still a problem that Yunara is sitting at 39 CS. That's 8 minutes.
I mean, they're pretty countered in bot lane. Like, if you're gonna speak about the matchup itself, it's so hard to play with. Mokai is basically not a support. He's just like some guy that's gonna help you push the wave, do something. He's not gonna save you. Doesn't have any shield, anything. He's just here like acting as Yumi till he get the nature's grasp. And right now, Vi is going for it.
Yeah, big fight happening on the top side. Great dark binding in the Morgana. Outplaying this fight to start with. The all-out from the Cassante is going to drag Yoshi across the wall. Snipper way too far away to impact this fight. But Yoshi doesn't go down. Dark binding is not going to land either. Player, is he going to go down? The needlework is doing work. The Aurora picks up the kill on the Cassante as well. Danny doesn't quite have enough damage to finish off Snipper. And what looks like such a good fight for White Lotus Snapdragon. It is turning sour very, very quickly as Danny again just doesn't do enough damage on the rise right now. We'll have to run away with the phase rush. And again, Valhalla Berserkers, they're the ones winning the fight. Snipper jumps forward. This should be a dead rise. Another solo kill in the mid lane.
It looked pretty fine at the beginning when you saw the team fight is just a 3v3 in top side, and you felt it's pretty close. But like the problem is you can't play Morgana if you can't land the dark binding when you need them so much. You missed 2 of them in the previous team fight and it was crucial. You lost the team fight and right now you're going for the Void Grubs round 2 fight.
Yeah, they're going for it again. Yoshi did not go for the reset. 1 grub apiece, so gonna contest over this last one here. Lego Alien gonna use the cease and desist as that smite does come through. 2 grubs locked in for Valhalla Berserkers, and now they're gonna have to refight again. That Morgana is dead once more. It's 1-for-1 for now, but Snipper has arrived to the fight and is gonna start doing
No flash Aurora.
damage. There's no flash on the Aurora, stuck in the pit. But he's just walked. He slowly walked out of the pit.
That's not League of Legends!
Well, if it is walking up once more, completely wish the combo. He's out.
Give him a W, please. Just slow him!
Oh no, the TP is coming in. They are getting flanked between worlds. It's getting dropped. If you told me that in this,
like, yeah, I lost words also. Like, I have nothing to say like that. Just like, yeah, that's League of Legends for sure. That's not even my solo queue games. Just saying. 3k goal difference in 10 minutes. We're having some funny plays across the globe. And right now, nature's grass and bot side.
Yeah, Draven did drop the axe because of the knockback, because of the Maokai. Lucky is going to pick up the 2v2 kill down on the bot side. Flash away from the Karma. That's why I wanted the Millia. There's a lot of CC on this Maokai, and you need to cleanse that off of your Draven. Because, yeah, well, it's been a tough laning phase, but they do pick up the kill onto that strong Draven.
And also, Draven didn't cash out, so...
No cash out, yeah.
Yeah, Draven is in a bad position. Not gonna be snowballing anywhere in bot side, but on the other lanes, yeah, they're doing fine. Leandre is being picked off from a snipper, and yeah, Leandre's. I feel like if Lucky got like 3 or 4 kills, yeah, you're having a pretty decent laning phase, pretty decent early game, and you just entered team fight. Oh, yup, snipper between the walls. Q1, Q2, and you're out.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's fun to play ADC. It is fun.
Yeah, you even have Yoshi here, who's also got 3 kills that will be doing so much work. There's a 2-level lead in the mid lane between the mid laners, so...
Yeah, I mean, Ryze needs to scale, but like you're scaling him down right now. You're not going for the win board, you're going for the lose board. You're dragging him down to the grave, to the yard. I don't know, like that's not the guy who saves the runes, who collects runes, and who runs in Runeterra to and fights everybody. That's his nephew, maybe. He's just like older, not older brother, his younger brother. And like speaking of older brother, your guy from Shima just died.
Yeah, yeah, Kasate's dead. Danny's almost dead. I mean, the solo lanes have definitely been an issue in this game for White Lotus Snapdragon. Not much to analyze either. It's kind of just like that guy's outperforming this guy. So, like, you know, that's it really.
You know, actually, I have a question right now.
Yeah.
When Valhalla are gonna throw this game? Because like I can smell it in the air. Like
same. Honestly, it's gonna happen.
I can smell that they're gonna throw something. Someone is gonna get like 1k gold shut down, and they're just gonna run over them. Yeah, tell me.
I've got it. Prediction. Danny's gonna keep getting obliterated by Snipper.
Okay, fair.
But then one team fight, Snipper will jump forward way too aggressively, get locked down by Maokai.
Okay.
And then Lucky's gonna one-shot him. Pick up the fat shot down, and then Snapdragon are gonna win.
So yeah, I'm gonna stick to your story, but I'm gonna add like another chapter afterward. We see what happens in bot lane.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is just a really nice setup from the Maokai. Isra playing really well. That turret's gone.
And this guy is out. Yeah, first turret at minute 14, he got 4 plates, and right now Yuchi is just like snipping this wave out, trying to deny Kasanti more gold that he needs. And right now it's just like 3k gold difference between both teams. And going back to the story, like after he gets this fat shut down, he's just gonna get like excited, and his adrenaline rush is gonna make him go as a frontliner, and then a voila, snipper between the worlds, and you're out. Going back to the roots, and Valhalla wins this game.
Yeah, true. That's probably more likely. We're seeing Lucky and Stizra move over to the mid lane now. Lane swap is very early. Yoshi's just going to keep pushing towards that top side. Herald is available to take. I'm actually very surprised that White Lotus Snapdragon were able to get themselves a dragon. I would have thought that with the state of how mid lane is, that they would have just been able to force their way into the dragon pit. But Herald is going to be the next objective. Very difficult to play with how strong this Aurora and the Gwen is. Snipper going to go forward. Pushing through the mid lane. Oh my god.
That's the tank, by the way.
That's the tank.
Yeah. I mean... He's not tanky. He's still just like a small tree at this point of the game. But you don't have to all in over a Rift Herald right now. A Dark Binding landed. Finally.
Yeah. Finally, a Dark Binding is going to land onto the Karma. It doesn't really get followed up with anything. As the Herald is being started up here. A blast cone over the wall. Snipper still jumping backwards, going in Viz. Do you want that objective? They do eventually go in. It's stolen by the Cassante of all people. But in comes Snipper with the Between Worlds, doing so much work in the backline. Yoshi's going to get the first kill of the team fight, does get eliminated himself. The fight is very, very split. Not playing with the Aurora. Down
Lucky?
goes the Draven. Lucky is starting to pop off here. Can he get the shot down onto Snipper? He is going to be able to do it. And Snipper
Lucky!
forward. Lucky is going to get the shot down, and just as I imagined, Lucky picks up the shot down onto Snipper after he jumps way too far forward. And look who's in the game. The Yonara is online. It doesn't matter how far ahead your solo laners are. Lucky, perfectly played team fight.
Lucky by the low accurate. He goes by your protection, and right now he's 4. Oh, got like tons of shutdown in the previous team fight. He got Yuchi, he got Snipper, and right now they're getting the second rake of them all. Like it's as always, White Lotus, they have a pretty decent team fight. They just need to be equal to their enemy team. Right now, after having triple kill, after getting all of those shutdowns, they are still 2k gold down. But like, once he get more resources into Lucky, once he get some resources into Danny, they're gonna have some pretty hard team fight to play against.
Yeah, it's going to be tricky, but I'm going to actually throw some criticism towards Valhalla Berserkers there. They were so split in that fight.
True.
They were so split up from each other. Like, you have this Yunara, you have this Gwen, you have this Aurora that are so strong, just grouped together. Like, you want that Karma to be with your team. I understand you want to play with your Draven, but he's so weak right now. He's just, I mean, speaking of weak, you see, this is why I don't like Karma. Like, as enchanters go, you have one shield.
Yeah, maximum you're gonna use the mantra shield, like whatever. You don't have anything to help your team.
No.
You're just like another annoying support. And speaking of being annoying, Slayer deals tons of damage to Snipper.
Yeah, he does do a lot of damage.
Oh! This guy just got activated. Slayer, welcome to the game. Like he was testing limits early on the game. Like you saw like those 9-10 Q misses Dark Binding. He's just like, yeah,
He was calibrating.
trying to know like how do they dodge. Just
Yeah.
like getting some info. He got it, and right now he's ruling the game.
Yeah, crazy performance from the Morgana. It didn't look good at the start. I guess on blue side jungle, just don't start well, and you're gonna get into the game extremely powerfully. That happened in the first game. Like clear slowly, miss every spell at the start, just die a lot, and then at some point in the mid game, you're just gonna turn into Jesus or something. I don't know. It's an interesting one. Kick things off. The Vi still a little deactivated, but Yoshi on the side lane still going to provide a big threat.
Wait, we have won this game? I forgot about it.
Oh, that turret's dead. Yeah, Vi is in this game, being a bit quiet, understandably so, because I mean,
Yeah, Vi is an early game jungler.
To be fair, it's weird, right? Because I think on the Vi here, you wanted to play for Draven, but then he died at some point. Oh no.
Oh, that's Vi. She's dead. Okay, I saw her. I can see it.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like Valhalla Berserkers are just all over the shop. There's no synergy between how they're playing right now, so I think they just need to group up, sync up. Look how strong your Aurora and look how strong your Gwen are, and they're just not playing together as a team.
Right now, you can see the Atakas being brought to midlife. TB is here,
Yeah.
and they're going for it. Sneaky.
Tap comes through. Yoshi's going to get the first kill of the fight. The Atakan is going to get secured by Slayer. So much damage out of the needlework from Yoshi, but in goes forward is Slayer. He's going to eat a lot of damage here from the Aurora as well. Where on earth is our bot lane is what these solo laners are asking. They're down in mid lane pushing the turrets. But they lose the Atakan. They lose 2 members. And White Lotus, Snapdragon, they found themselves into this game.
He's playing Minecraft in mid lane. Like, he's going for diamonds. He found a couple cubes, so he's just sticking to diamonds. Come on, man. Like, will he leave diamonds in Minecraft? He won't.
I've never played Minecraft in my life.
Neither did I. But like, this keep talking about diamonds. The mine for it, so he's just like trying to do it. And right now, I can see that Morgana is having some skin in the game, 2 items, and ironically, after this pretty slow start, he's popping up, as you have mentioned. Like, that's gonna be like Merc Academy Blue Team Classic. And speaking of Blue Team Classic, I guess that throwing the game is one of the classics here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Valhalla Berserkers, they will be beating themselves up for how this game has descended into chaos for them. But there is a dragon to play for, and we'll see how this one goes. Now, they do have the early game team composition. I don't think we're in that game just yet. A lot of these champions should still be in a decent fighting position. The Draven has the Collector and the Infinity Edge. Snipper for the top side is going to start eating big trades. Danny's actually starting to win the trades on this Aurora. Talk about scaling. I think Danny's scaling up on that rise. Dragon has spawn though. TP's available for both solo laners as Yoshi is being jumped on by Nike Dragon. The all out is going to drag him over the wall. Lego Alien very inactive on the Vi. This game is going to go forward, going to eat a dark binding to the face. He's basically dead. I think that Vi is just, it's so unplayable against the Morgana. The Black Shield is so effective. Snipper TP's in. Gets rooted up by the Maokai. Big chunk of damage onto the Cassante. Between Worlds is going to be used defensively. And again, another prediction from Slayer on the Dark Blinding. Means that Snipper's going to go down. They're missing a member. As Danny is just pushing through the top side. I think this dragon is gone. Oh,
Its strength is gonna be secured.
The Draven is gonna start going forward. Pick Slayer as his target, but a flash over the wall defensively to the rest of his team is gonna bring him to safety. Danny's gonna TP into the fight. Realm Warp just to cut off the angle, but I think number 1, 2 is gonna go down. Nike Dragon is gonna focus him forward. Q is not gonna land. Oh, okay, just let him go, I guess.
He's gonna kill you. He got some axes, he got some moves, he got the IE, he got the Collector. And right now, 3rd drag being secured and the feat for strength. Otherwise, it's gonna be for Valhalla. I thought that this fight was defeat for defeat for strength. Well, like, yeah, my bad. Small icons. 16-inch monitor, so yeah, I'm sorry guys for that. Anyways, 24 minutes, 3 drakes, and WLS. They're going for the soul, and guess what, baby? In 4 minutes, you're gonna have an infernal soul with a Fed Morgana, and ironically, one of the best performing players, Lucky, 6-0-4, you know, and also you're gonna have it into like, oh, mid lane, Danny. Never mind, it's just like Link on the mirror on the side lane. It's fine. But like you're still gonna have a pretty decent damage in any team fight. Plus, you're gonna have a lot of damage dealing potential out of this. But right now you can see the Brawn being spawned, and the red team Valhalla, they're just trying to see whether they can contest it. I don't think that they can, but they're just like still testing the waters.
Yeah, still testing the waters. Good way to put it. I'm a little concerned for Valhalla Berserkers there. I mean, this Vi hasn't really done anything in this game. I'm honestly curious to see what the end of the game damage is going to look like from this Vi. You can see the Draven is able to do some decent damage, but wasn't able to snowball in the early game, and just it's going to be difficult for him to get through any of these targets. I mean, the Gwen, the Aurora, they're still pretty strong, but the Aurora's kind of fallen off, not as much power as she had before, as he's getting chased down by the Cassante. Look at Slayer. He's looking to cut off the angle onto Snipper. There's a minion away there, buddy. So dive fighting, not going to quite land Snipper this time. No crazy prediction out of Slayer. And we'll get away. But again, ultimate Danny is taking that realm warp.
Yuchi?
Oh, beautiful sidestep from Danny to dodge away from Yoshi's needlework. And, well, he finds himself his first kill in the game with a solo kill onto the Gwen.
Congrats! He got a kill into 6-3 Gwen right now. She's pretty close to the death cap. And he got something to prove, like, yeah, I'm not just like a Trundamere side lane pressure guy who's just trying to get some mana and CS, remove pressure from the enemy team. That guy who deals damage, who got some impact, and right now the Baron Nashor is gonna be alert. Maybe he can see the vision setup through the top side on your enemy river, on the red side river, the red team jungle, which is gonna help you get more information from Lego aliens movement through the map. And right now you can see all of them moving towards moving towards top, and they're just getting some CS. They don't want to fall off a lot right now. It's almost doomed when you have 3 Drakes and this gold lead into a late game composition, but they're just like, yeah, we're trying to have someone, like, they're probably thinking that someone is gonna end.
Yeah. Could be the case. I mean, there are shutdowns to pick up all across the board. Big shutdown on the Cassandra, big shutdown on the Yunara, but Lego Alien might want to just get out of here. Yoshi is behind. He does go for a deep play. He's going to get jumped on by the Rise, and I think the W from the Gwen, the Hallowed Mist, will be able to keep her alive for a moment, but Stizra is chasing. And eventually we'll get that the realm warp is being channeled, the angle is cut off, but Danny taking a lot of damage from Nums 1-2. The Draven's going to take down the Yunara. Big shutdown for the Draven. That's just been picked up. 1,000 gold for that Draven. And now Slayer being picked off. Cease and Desist is going to tag onto that Morgana. Beautiful binding to finish off the kill onto the Karma, as the Maokai is going to follow through and help out his jungler. But another shutdown picked up by Valhalla Berserkers. White Lotus Snapdragon, massive mistakes, and I think the Rise died as well to the Draven. Nums 1-2 has just come online into this game. He steps forward, Nike Dragon with a flash. It should be a dead Draven here, but he's picked up so much gold, and the Maokai is going to secure the kill eventually. But break down what just happened, because a lot just happened.
We saw 7 guys just dying for no reason. They tried to jump all over Yoshi and the mid lane, and yeah, you lost your jungle things. Like you invested Mokai's ultimate, you invested Rise's ultimate, you invested everything, and in the other side of the game you see Valhalla just trying to get you separated, because basically they can't win a normal 5v5, and right now they're picking up Drake number 2. It's a really good and smart play from them, and I don't think that you're gonna be able to steal it. I was just gonna jump off my chair if this Yunara got lucky by taking this, I don't know, this Q.
Yeah, well, I will say, Nums 1-2 very much activated on the Draven after that team fight, picked up a big shutdown. And look at the items, actually even to the Yunara, despite the Yunara having 7 kills. That's how powerful shutdowns are in this game. That was around 1,000 gold, killing the Rise. And the CS is very healthy too. Now, just, I'm wanting more from the Vi. I'm wanting more from the Karma, because out of these two, not really done too much. The Aurora is fallen off completely. She's practically out the game. So yeah, how do you think the next 5 minutes is gonna look?
So, like, for the next 5 minutes, I need this Vi to get some tanky item. And speaking of the next 5 minutes, you can see which is going for the 1v1.
Yeah, 1v1 is breaking out. It doesn't look like it's going too well for him. What?
Yeah, that's balanced. Yuchi getting those steps down. Yeah,
was like-
I know.
He was dying, and then he pressed 2 buttons.
No. That's balanced.
That's a myth. Yeah.
It was just like I saw it from far away. He got the boots completed. He got 3 items completed. Nashor's Tooth, which I don't think it's pretty important right now in this champion. He got the Death Cap and the Rift Maker. Once you have the Rift Maker plus the Conquer and your runes, you know that you're gonna burst the hell down to this other guy. But right now, Slayer is gonna get picked off here.
Yeah, Slayer looking like he's going to be the focus, but it's the Maokai that will just have to sacrifice himself. Season assist going down. Nice Dark Binding flash forward from Slayer. Is there going to be any follow-up? No, not at all. All alone inside of the river. Down goes the Karma. Good snipe from Slayer in the end. Nike Dragon has TP'd into the fight. Lego Alien's going to be the focus now, rooted up by Danny. And they're going to go forward and get that kill onto Lego Alien. Are they going to look for more? Snipper still alive. Nike Dragon stepping forward. Does he have any slows available to apply onto Snipper? Doesn't look like he's going to be able to reach him. Good catches off in the end, but you're only picking off the 2 members. And yeah, Gwen is just open in the mid lane to push through some tires.
While you're dancing in the burn bit, there is other things you gotta watch for, which is your mid lane. Yuchi is just like moving around, got the 3rd item, which is gonna be the... Yeah, I can't see the items and I can't remember it. It was the... Like one of her core items.
Let me predict. It's going to be either Rift Maker or...
Yeah, Rift Maker. Not Rift Maker. Yeah, Rift Maker. No, Rift Maker. He got Rift Maker. It's a bit late for Rift Maker. Shadow Flame, sorry, it's Shadow Flame. It's Shadow Flame. Yeah, I just recalled the icon. It's like pretty late for Shadow Flame, but right now, what's more important in this fight?
Whoa. Big damage coming out of Yoshi and a snipe from Nums 1-2. Oh, Valhalla Berserkers, they're so good at that 33-minute mark. It was the same thing last game. I mean, champion identity and all that, but maybe these players are just built for this 33-minute mark. Our Spike, they're all coming alive. Baron being pinged up. If they get this, it should surely secure the upcoming dragon as well. They don't want to do it? Okay.
Nice. They slowed down a lot, but right now you can see the Baron being brought to that table. Karma is just like trying to zone. No one is gonna be here to commit, and you're not using Destiny from the Rise. You're not using anything to get closer, and right now you're having 5k goldie. Like it felt like this gold is going on a roller coaster. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. Like maybe up, maybe down. You don't know. You don't know who's riding it.
This game in general has definitely been a roller coaster, and I think with how the Draven and the Gwen is performing in this game, it's gonna be really tricky. Now, it's probably worth noting it's been a long time since White Lotus Snapdragon have taken a fight together as a 5. They have been split up in many of these recent skirmishes, and I think that's what's causing a lot of their downfall. If they are able to just group up together as a team, I do see them being able to scrap out a team fight. So we'll have to wait and see. It's going to be more difficult with this Baron, but you can see 2 people in this bush waiting for either Snipper or Lego Alien to step too far forward. Snipper's going to get tagged by the slow, but unfortunately, that means you reveal the plan, so that bush camp does not work anymore. Dragon is going to get started up. 3 people down onto that mid wave, getting priority. Yoshi still pressuring that side and with a powered up Baron minion wave. And now it's so tricky for White Lotus Snapdragon to approach this in any single way. Lego Alien did peel off the dragon though. Doesn't want to take any risks. He's just buying time for Yoshi. Started it up once again, but his teammates are not around. Slayer! A chunk of damage from Snipper. My god, Whirling Death almost tagging the Morgana as well. Snipper takes the blast cone over the wall. Danny very deep into the bush, and Lego Alien starts a fight with him. Player stuck in the pit. There's no flash on that Morgana. The Maokai ultimate has been channeled. The TP coming in from Yoshi as well. As they're
just dancing.
Dragon.
Yeah, it is a long, long dance. TP got interrupted, I will say. World is going to be dropped. The smite secured by Lego Alien. And it looks like the Valhalla Berserkers are just running through, mowing down their opponents. Cease and desist is going to be channeled. Lucky, can he kite back? I don't think he can. Snipper's going to apply the auto attack. He doesn't quite land. Lego Alien's going to knock him up with the assault and battery. And so much damage out of the Yunara, but not quite enough as Nums 1-2 is going to finish off that kill. And look who's in.
Look at the base!
It is Yoshi on the Okay, I thought he was going to die to the turret. It is Yoshi on the ground, and that is going to be game, set, and match. It was such a good effort from White Lotus Snapdragon, but in the end, that Draven, that Aurora, that Gwen was just way too much, and it is going to be the 2-0 for Valhalla Berserkers.
We all predicted that White Lotus are gonna be able to get this game. They got the late game composition, and also they had the lead at the 25-minute mark, but somehow they just kept sticking to the losing probability. They didn't go for the team fights, they didn't stick together, and they just like went for the solo team fight. They went separated, they gave shutdowns to the Draven, and it was a battle between both AD carries. Slayer and 1-2, sorry, not Slayer. 1-2 and Lucky, they showed us the ultimate AD carries in this game. 15k versus 18k. I know it's a lot different for Draven, but Slayer actually... why do I keep calling him Slayer? Slayer is the mid laner. Anyways, Lucky did very good. Oh, so... I'm kind of drunk right now. We need to get a break. I need to make myself a cup of tea to be able to cast for game number 3. Stay tuned. Out?
Nope.
Last? Yeah, you missed it.
The wolf, she cries at night. A breath had born in the black wind where the shadows lie. Deep inside despair, our hearts grow fierce, our minds aware. We carry on. We carry on,
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are ready for game number 3 in this exciting best of 5 between Valhalla Berserkers and White Lotus Snapdragon. Neither of these games have been one-sided. They've been very, very close games, and I feel like Valhalla Berserkers, they have seemed to be able to scrap the win at some point in the late game. Now, Sekio, is there something they're doing that the White Lotus Snapdragons are not doing that is allowing them to do this?
I think skills, Nexus starts, and yeah, of course the Nexus. You know, just like straight up hitting the Nexus.
Yeah. That's to be fair, you can't win unless you get the Nexus. So
See, you gotta get this 50 gold. Yeah, that's the only thing that you're gonna be needing. Also, like, I was just like gonna start an unnecessary like talk about why do we get 50 gold after exploding the Nexus?
good question.
It's like it's 5 a.m. and that's like, you know, those thoughts after 12.
Yeah.
Like just like why why do we live?
It's one
Why
of
are we
those-
alive? Like, why do we get 50 gold after we explode the Nexus?
It's for your kids.
Yeah, it's gonna help them to raise some toxic League of Legends top laners that they got. Okay, I'm not gonna keep going there because if I said what I have in mind, I will be cancelled in 5 seconds. Anyways,
bro, low key, a kill gives you 300 gold, which is more
True.
than an Nexus. Facts, bro.
ah, so kills are more important than getting the Nexus.
Bro, I'm just
That's
saying.
that's a valid
Numbers
argument.
don't lie. Anyway, there's a draft to talk about.
Yeah, get back to
Alright.
draft.
Okay, so one team comp. We're looking at another wombo combo kind of game. We had this in the first game. We had the Yasuo Diana. This time they're going to go for the Jarvan Orianna. I think it's a lot more solid than the Yasuo Diana. But
True.
on the other side, you're seeing Set Amumu Galio. Now, this is also a wombo combo in its own right, but these are very, very good champions into what has been picked by White Lotus Snapdragon.
3 chunky players, 3 chunky champions. We're seeing from Snapdragons here having Sat, Mumu, and Galio. Basically, Galio is going to be pretty important with the hero's entrance to be able to have the side lane pressure beside whenever you pop up any team fight. He's just gonna give you this magic shield, which is gonna help versus Orianna and Brand. Ironically, we're having Brand in support rule that was just like, yeah, in your solo queue 2080 maybe 8 years ago. But anyways, you're having Brand in support, and I feel like having those 3 tanks in front of Sever plus having Milieu is the perfect setup to give number 1-2 the ability to shine in this game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm taking a look at that blue side team composition. It just looks so well-rounded. Also know Varus AD carry is very, very weak right now. A lot of people, whenever this champion does get locked in, people tend to be like, "Oh my god, why have you picked that champion?" So, yeah, I'm curious. I do like the Brand. The Milio is going to make life a living hell for the Jarvan. However, really, really good engages available for the Jarvan. If you get the Cataclysm down, it's going to be a big, big shockwave. My concern for red side is if the Brand is not there, if the Varus isn't strong enough, are they going to have enough damage? Because you got to get through a Galio, a Mumu, and the Set. Civ is not that easy to kill with a Milio by his side. So I'm looking at this blue side comp, and I'm a big fan of what I'm seeing. But if you had to predict a winner based off the drafts, who do you say is going to win?
I mean, who's gonna be able to cross bottoms the correct way? Jokes aside. So jokes aside, I'm gonna be serious for 5 seconds. Don't expect me to be serious more than this. when it comes to the composition, I'm totally going for the blue team. If they play the composition by book, they have it. They have the milieu as your main enchanter, and that guy who's just gonna free you from any CC. On the other side, I know you have a perfect ball carrier, which is gonna be Jarvan. He can dive forward and go for the Sivir, but guess what? Like, you got to the Sivir, Hero's Entrance. You have Curse of the Sad Mummy that is gonna zone 2, 3 members at least, and also, yeah, you got everything right. Milieu. Voila, you're gonna survive. And beside all of that, you have Set, which is like, yeah, you're gonna damage him, he's gonna not choke slam, he's gonna body slam you and make you just like clap your faces, and he's gonna drive you to grave.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of damage. You can also like if you get the showstopper onto the Yawn onto your backline, it's gonna do a lot of damage. I'll be curious to see what builds these players will be running. I think because of the ghost, I'm gonna assume that the Varus is running the on-hit variant instead of the lethality. Definitely understand that lethality Varus not the best into Sivir because of the spell shield. Now, what I will say is the brand support is game changing for me. We have seen Cizra play the Gragas and the Maokai. He's probably they have performed extremely well, in my opinion, on those champions. Sadly, support a role where you can only really do so much. This time on a brand, you are not really a supporter. You are one of the carries of the team. You do so much AoE damage. You can pop down your spells onto the key targets, and I mean, speaking of key targets, these guys will group up a lot. There's a lot of AoE damage that you can get out. Cizra might be the carry of this game, might be the one to pump out all that DPS with the follow-up engage. So we'll see how that goes.
Speaking of Cizra, I believe like once he get the third item, which is gonna be probably I'm gonna call for it. You need something to support your team while maintaining your high DPS damage. It's gonna be the not the void stuff, the other one. The other one that gives yeah, exactly, Cryptic Bloom. You're gonna have extra damage, extra magic penetration, plus the healing is gonna help Varus. That's gonna be the only thing that's gonna help your team while playing as a brand support. Also, you're gonna burst your enemy down to at least below 50 HP. Yeah, out of this composition, if you're gonna have the support item, I don't think that you can get Leandries also. That's gonna be overkill. But you're gonna go for the Royalized Crystal, and the third item is gonna be Crypto Bloom. You're gonna be dealing so much slows. You're having some burst damage, and you're having some burn, and you're gonna burst them down to hell. Like, if you go with the Leandries, I totally understand you're playing brand, but like in support rule, you don't have this much resources to go for the extra costly items.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's a lot of utility in Realize, for example, especially on the support role. So honestly, good thing you mention it, because I do think the builds are going to be super important. Like, I want to see whether Oriana is going to go for a Ludens, a Blackfire Torch. Is she going to go for the Archangels? There's a lot of threat from the set, but you also want to make sure you can get through the tanks. The Jarvan build is going to be interesting too. I know sometimes Jarvans will start with the Eclipse into the Sundered Sky, or is he going to skip the Eclipse and go Sundered Sky into something like a Spear of Shojin, or sometimes they do Frozen Heart. So yeah, builds will be very important in this game, because we'll see what they plan to do with their picks. So yeah, I mean, like,
I believe that both of us can predict the perfect items for both teams, but I'm not sure that the players are gonna be able to use it, or not use it, to be able to get the correct items. But speaking of which, right now we're entering game number 3. It's do or die for the team that lost already 2 games, the team that got his final chance. White Lotus is one step away from going down to the lower bracket, and yeah, we're one step away from looking at this deer. Lovely.
awesome stuff.
Lovely deer. Yeah. You gotta always shout out for Last Revenant giving us this great quality. You're not seeing the full package because basically the HUD is not working today, so he's going with the spare one as I'm going with my spare setup. So yeah, right now we're having some budget League of Legends on this game, but we're having some crazy stuff going on here. And speaking of items, like you mentioned, Slayer, I believe that he should go for the Thunder Sky, then he should go for the green sword, which is gonna give him extra cooldowns, which is gonna help him in team fights. You're having 3 tanks, it's not gonna be easy to play versus them. And I believe that Danny should go for the Leandri's build on Oriana.
Yeah, Landry's build is going to be super important. He's got the phase rush as well, so looking to play defensive in the mid lane. I will say, Danny has had a rough series. The laning phase hasn't looked too good. I think out of all the games so far, Nipper has definitely looked like the stronger laner. So that's probably something to keep in mind. Nike Dragon, you probably don't want to fist fight a set at level 1 as he is already low HP to start with. Now, how are the lanes going to go across the board?
Bot lane, you're having Brand as your primarily damage dealer. You're playing versus a healer, which is gonna be hard right now. Yuchi is going for the 1v1. Oh,
Fine.
it's fine. But like level 1 trades are so off, and I feel that Nike is having rough time in top side. And right now, he just lost the lane.
Yeah, he has. I feel like in this matchup
serious?
on this matchup in the Orn level 1, you kind of just want to farm with the Q, stay back, and then maybe level 2 you can fight. But yeah, he tried to fist fight the set early. Not gone well because very low HP. Health potion is gone. But bot side, they're able to secure some priority. It is the on-hit Paris. Okay. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Listen, I respect the aggression.
Okay,
I don't agree with it, but I respect it.
makes sense. Maybe he's trying to put his Doran's shield at the maximum value. Like basically, he wanna get the maximum health regen out of this item. Just maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, could be. Both junglers clearing towards bot side. Lego Alien finishing the clear in time, but player will meet his counterpart in the river for this. Scuttle 5 mid lane priority secured for Snipper as they will now encounter each other. The bot lane of White Lotus Snapdragon are there to zone out the Amumu, and the Jarvan will be securing that Scuttle Cry. Well done by Lucky and Stizra to zone out that Amumu for the crowd.
Here's the thing, like it's always the blue team jungler having a slow.
Yeah.
I don't know, like he always get double crabbed. And speaking of which, like Mumu have a really fast clear if you know what you're doing. Like speaking of Amumu, it's just like I play Amumu. We have witnessed Amumu in pro play before. So yeah, you just like go with your E level 1 is gonna make a good early game damage. You're gonna start with chickens, rocks, red. If you're going the other side, oops, Snipper?
Yeah, Snipper's fighting inside of a minion wave. Buddy, you can't flash auto attacks.
That's like Yasuo flash wind wall turret shots.
Anyway, top lane trading, he doesn't seem to have stopped or slowed down. Still, Yoshi coming out on top. Nike Dragon stepping forward. Nice Bellows Breath to dodge away from that pull back as Slayer now towards the top side. Flag and Drag available to use. The flashes there for Yoshi, but the knockup does come through. It Bellows Breath from the Ornn. Haymaker flash from Yoshi. Not quite going to do enough damage. Slayer picks up the kill. And it's a rough start for Valhalla Berserkers because White Lotus Snapdragon go 2 kills up.
Is it a script? I don't know. Is it how do they like to play their games? Maybe. But at this point of the game, 2 kills, and I can see the shift in the bot side. I can see the movement from Amumu. He's hunting Lucky, and he might be lucky for this vision.
Yeah, it was on a ward, so Lucky and Stizra will be okay for now. Taking a look at CS across the board, you have a big CS lead in top lane, but you also have a big CS lead in the jungle from Slayer. Does have a kill as well. Lego Alien is towards the mid lane here. That was the first time Danny was able to get a solo kill in the mid lane, and I'm looking towards the bot side here. There could be a skirmish. There's no Q on that Milio, and a knockup does come through. Flash and heal available. Here comes the hero's entrance. That's a 3-man knockup. A tag onto Stizra, forcing the flash out. The Orianna's going to be the focus. No flash as it was blown earlier. Great shockwave timing as it pulls back Snipper, and he's going to go down. Didn't quite get the kill. Lego Alien numbs 1-2, still feeling like they want to fight this. Bandage toss needs to land, and it goes wide. Player's gonna just flag and drag out of there, and no casualties. White Lotus Snapdragon, it feels wrong. They get away with murder here.
Strength being picked off, and right now they're gonna get an extra Drake in advance. Minute 7, they're gonna get the first Drake, which is gonna help them with 5 HP vision each second, and right now that's gonna help them a lot in the laning phase. And speaking of which, we're not gonna be able to see the Ocean Soul in this game, but I really like that Valhalla got the Ocean Drake. Wait, Valhalla got the Ocean Drake, not White Lotus? Okay, never mind. Never. That's some League of Legends. Tempo matters, guys.
In all fairness, they were all very low HP. I understand that they wanted to back away there. The dragon is picked up by Valhalla Berserkers, even though White Lotus Snapdragon have been picking up a lot of kills across the board. Amumu towards the bottom side of the map. AC looking for a bot gank. There's no vision on him, so he can actually wrap around here. There's no wards placed on red side. If he just commits for the play, you're gonna pick up a free double kill. No summoners. Chooses not to go for it.
He got no ultimate. He got 3 camps on top side, so that's really bad. You can't do it.
He's stepping forward. There are camps on the top side. Bandage plus 1 gonna go wide. He has another one. That one's gonna land, but where is your bot lane? They are nowhere to be seen, wasting so much time. And look, Garvin's just gonna go onto those grubs and secure that top side objective.
Yeah, I almost called for it. I thought that Draven is gonna be a little bit greedy. Maybe he can just go for the blue frog, then turn back to the Void Grubs, but he's going for the safe play. Void Grubs, and he's gonna leave your jungle right now. You can see that Galio is a chicken for you. And, you know, I kinda miss League of Legends. Once you get a lead, use your tempo to recall. You just like press B, recall, get back, force an objective, play around vision. Some appropriate League of Legends. I really miss it.
Yeah.
This series, yeah.
Yeah, it's the macro play questionable, of course. But I mean, we can definitely say that we have not been shy of a lot of action. Speaking of mid lane trading, phase rush value, very nice for the Orianna. I'm interested that the Galio of the Galio build goes in for another trade. I think usually against control mages that outrange you, you want to go for the Spectre's Cowl first before you go for the Barmy Cinder, but you can see the damage that this item does do in trades if you can get on top of their opponent.
It's helping him in trades, but I don't think that's the correct build path for you. Maybe you need something for sustainability. It's gonna be helping you more and more in this game, and right now you can see Danny is being pressed down to below mid life. All of that with not even blocking down anything from the... I believe he's gonna go for the AB... what's it called? Anyways, flag and break here in mid lane.
Oh, big bait from Danny. He lures Snipper into his own demise. Slayer's gonna go 2-0. Really, really good game from Slayer this time around. He's playing exceptionally well on the job and very proactive, looking for plays. I feel like you're looking at a Lego Alien here. Had a great game, one on the Xin Zhao, questionable Vi game. And we're 10 minutes into this one. He's got 0 kill participation. Well, his team has 0 kills. So
Yeah, he's 100% kill participation, so he's not missing out.
True.
He's not missing out. Like he's doing his best. Speaking of, someone is doing his best. I gotta shout out for Orin. Even though he had a pretty bad early levels, he's not dead till now. So that's really good. Yuchi is having fun in top side, but believe me, when Yuchi get into team fights, he's gonna be pretty annoying. And right now, I can see that Jovan is going for that Drake, cause I believe we're gonna have not the Chemtic Drake. I think it's the Chemtic Drake. It's gonna be the second one, cause no icon equals Chemtic Drake.
Oh.
Really? Hextic? Oh, my bad. Hextic. It's either Hextic or Chemtic. It's one of both. But what are you doing?
Oh, that was allowed. I think he's dead.
Is he gonna? Yeah. Super slam.
Okay.
Or he can just like recall and TP. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that probably was the call. So we do have a first kill. Okay, Slayer going for a jump onto this Miller. Great flash. Oh, that's a.
Yeah, he liked the AP shield. It looks good, so he just went for it.
Yeah, that was a bit of a cosmetic Gallia ultimate, I will say. Didn't really achieve anything, but it looked nice. I will say the flash from the Milia was exceptional. That was very well timed.
True. You dodged the Cataclysm, and also then made Slayer to follow up with you, because Slayer can jump over walls with the Cataclysm. That's ironically you can do with Jarvan. If it's like a thin wall and you're pretty close into it, or you're well timed, if you're not well timed with the flash. Either ways, Jarvan going forward to mid lane, and Snipper is having some hard times here.
Yeah, well, he should be fine. He procs the phase rush and runs out of there. And the play happening towards the bot side. The Brown is going to be the focus. And finally, Lego Alien does a something in the game as he finds the gank towards the bot side.
Which is gonna help them a lot into the next objective, which I believe it's not gonna be anywhere near. But Slayer got something to do with Snipper. It's personal here.
Yeah, Snipper getting focused, and again, the phase rush value is so good for the Galio as he's able to just run away. Great taunt. But, I mean, I have to question, that shockwave is available to use. You can pull back the Galio. Not used in the end. You could have even cancelled the taunt, I believe, so... I feel like, probably could have used that spell.
He's saving it for the next team fight. You know, it's important. I mean, you're not gonna use it into 0-3 player. It doesn't make sense.
That's true, you're right, yeah. Facts.
Also, like, right now, he recalled, he got 250 gold out of the blades. The kill will give you like 100 and something, so it's not worth it to use it. Yeah. True. Right now, Brand is moving towards mid lane. Snipper used the phase rush, so he's gonna face some consequences to his actions.
Yeah, I mean, he is getting in trouble. Actually decides to go forward here. This time the shockwave is being used to pull him in. Now, he does have the magic resist item, but there is enough damage. I don't know if that was worth it, because that Galio is not worth much. He gave a shutdown over to the Amumu, and now Stizra might be in trouble himself. Nums 1-2 arriving down into the mid lane. Flash being burnt off of that Brand. Yeah, shut down, given over by the Orianna. Very greedy flash forward. And they will have to pay the price.
You pay the price for your action, and right now, the Ref the Herald is gonna be spawning in 10 seconds in topside. You don't have Danny, you don't have your main damage dealer. I don't like that he didn't start with the Leanders, but right now, look what's happening in topside.
Yep, it is a slaughter here in the top lane. Yoshi going for nice fellow to cancel out the showstopper. Call of the Forge God gonna get the knock up too. Slayer is nearby. He gets the knock up. It's a solo kill in the counter matchup by Nike Dragon. My word, that was
In a 2v1!
Yeah, your top laner dies. Now's a good time to start the... Oh my god, he follows Slayer all the way to the Tribush. don't know if now's the time to be starting the Rift Herald, but they are doing it indeed. They are at a heavy numbers disadvantage. Milio doesn't quite cancel the flag and drag, but Slayer gone extremely deep. He is going to go on a killing spree, but it's another shutdown picked up by Lego Alien. Ooh, you do get 2 kills, but I don't know if it's worth giving shutdowns whilst you're ahead.
You're afraid of committing to anything that costed Amumu a lot of things. Right now, he had to use Curse of the Sad Mummy into Slayer. He had the shutdown. He was one of your primarily targets you wanna start getting before you start an objective. Speaking of targets, you can see Danny bowling a shockwave on both sides, but guess what? It's not gonna be enough for you to survive, as Snipper is gonna just point you out. Point.
Yeah, I mean, thing is, you need that Liandry's ASAP pronto, because that magic resist item, the Hollow Radiance, does so much damage, and on top of that has added magic resist into the item, and so this Galio will have more stats. You just gave over a shutdown onto the Amumu. Now you're giving a kill over to your counterpart whilst dominating the laning phase, and it's the same as last game. White Lotus, Snapdragon, they get it good early, but then they start to throw it. And now Nike Dragon, he's the one in threat this time around. Showstopper, not going to get cancelled out by the Bellows Breath. There's 3 people on top of this Ornn, and he is 100% going to go down. Nums 1-2, 2-0 on the Civet. And it's the same as last game. White Lotus, Snapdragon, just throwing their lead.
Same script, same blaze. White Lotus just lost the first blood turret, just lost the Rift Herald, and right now they're at least trading with the Drake. But right now, look at this Galio.
Yeah, I have no idea what Snipper is doing here. You probably just accept the fact that that dragon is going over to your opponents, but instead he gives his life 1 and 5 on the Galio.
You know, actually, that reminded me of something. Softnix, when we used to coach, like I used to coach back in the days. So basically, we used to say like, what's the value for you being spotted in bot side? Like once your team is doing an objective or like doing another thing across the board, you're giving your enemy team, like we're saying, you're trading something, you're trading turret, you're trading objective with an objective. So you got an objective, you got an turret, enemy team gotta get something. You're giving them extra gold by just appearancing in bot side. That was what Gali is doing here.
Yeah.
Does it add value if you're gonna try to do something in bot lane to your team? No. Will it help your team with anything? No. Will it help your enemy team? I mean, you know the answer.
Yeah. Also, look at the kill score. That's crazy.
Yeah, I like it. 69.
Whoa! Fancy. Yeah. No, I definitely agree. You definitely just didn't. You could just give the objective. Like your team was getting a kill in top side. You can take that as the cross map play. And it's not like that was an urgent dragon. That was the enemy team's second Drake. Like you can give that over. It's not too much of a concern. Yeah, bit of a mistake, bit of an error, but I mean, to be fair, game 3, it's late at night. There's bound to be some mistakes.
It's late at night for us. It's still not that late for them. It's 6 a.m. for me, 4 a.m. for you,
Go with it. Just
5 a.m. for last, and we're just like, yeah, we're chilling here.
Yep. Speaking of chilling, not much chilling for this Ornn. He's had a very difficult game. Oh, that tier 2 turret is gone.
Yep. They overcommitted. White Lotus just like tried to get you one in bot side, but guess what? You don't have the damage to get the turret. After you got the Drake, no damage will be appearing here.
Oh, hang on a second. Well, Lotus Snapdragon, they're looking for a play towards the mid side. Nice blue trinket to spot where they are. Objective doesn't spawn for another 2.5 minutes. And they're running around the bot side, kind of achieving a lot of nothing.
My brain is not burning anymore. Look at Lucky's items.
No, but he has lethal tempo.
he got left with tempo with Yumi's Ghost Blade. Plus, he's going, I don't know, that Blade of the Rune King. Maybe he's just like playing Minecraft. That's not League of Legends.
Oh my god. You know that's not right.
No,
Investigate.
that's
Investigate
illegal.
that.
That's illegal. You can get Yumi's Ghost Blade with attack speed boots, and you're going for some attack speed items with you're opening old shop, and maybe you can go for another AP item. You never know, but bench.
Lego alien, what on earth was that? No, your teammates are at the passport border control, and he decides to go in for the engage. Shockwave onto Nuns 1-2, but it's not that useful. Snippet now here does get a good taunt off. Has the hero's entrance if he wants to use it. He's holding on to his ultimate. We picked one book combo. We've got to press our buttons. The set ultimate is available. Galio ultimate is available. And 4 people are dead. The Artican is going to open up for White Lotus Snapdragon as they take control of this game.
Right now, I'm gonna tell you a tutorial how to make an omelet. First of all, you gotta bring some eggs. You gotta get some tomatoes. You're gonna slide tomatoes to small cubes, and you're gonna have them on your stove for like 5 minutes till they look moistured and they look good. After this, you're gonna add some eggs, and that's the Middle Eastern way. You're gonna add black pepper, you're gonna add salt, maybe some cumin, plus you're gonna stir them on your thing, and yeah, you're gonna eat them. Well, cause what happened on the previous team fight that got nothing to do with League of Legends, got nothing to do with cooking, got nothing to do with why we're awake until now.
Well, what I must say is, if they were trying to make eggs there, if they were trying to make an omelette there, they instead of using eggs, they tried to use an apple.
Maybe they got mixed up with the recipes. Like they went for the apple pie, and instead of going for the omelet thing.
Yeah, well, they still do have a very strong team composition, so we'll see how they utilize it. Well, ultimates are still up because they weren't used last fight. Pressure towards the top side by Yoshi onto Nike Dragon. There is a TP available for both of them. Nike Dragon headbutts himself against the wall. I don't know if you want to take this. The set to have the Black Cleaver. The Amumu's going again. No teammates around. It's a one-man. Curse of the Sad Moment. Great knock-up. Oh my god. Slayer's in the back line, and he's absolutely demolishing the side of Valhalla Berserkers. A Snipper is trying to play Assassin. Gallo, you gotta peel for your Sivir, man. Tries to use the hero's entrance on the Amumu, but I think you gotta carry in that Sivir. You want to keep her alive. Protect her with all costs. On the top side, though, worth mentioning, Yoshi did pick up a solo kill and is pushing the top turret. Consolation prize at best, but this team fighting coming out of Valhalla Berserkers has not been on par.
It's not like they're not coordinated by any chance. Also, like even the White Lotus, I feel that they're trolling. They're winning. It's weird. But it's happening. Leandro is being picked off by Oriana. Thank God he made it. He will come back to the game.
He's done it.
Terminance for Terminance for Adenoise. Oh, so actually, I got it. So look. Maybe while he's building the items, his teammates were like, "What are you doing? You don't go with Sanity Virus here. What should I do? What should I like?" He's just like started panicking.
Yeah.
So he went for the Terminance, and he maybe is gonna go for the Jinzurush Blade for the third item. Just maybe that's gonna make some sense. Like
Very likely the case, honestly. As another mid play happening. Nums 1-2 pops the on the hunt. Lucky does no damage. Gets shut down by the Sivir. Good trade. Thankfully for White Lotus Snapdragon. Player is having the game of his life, but he is being chased out here. Knock up, not gonna land from Snipper.
Ooh.
I mean, there's been a lot of mistakes. There's been a lot of errors. But, okay, I'm going to have to stop myself. Yoshi going to get knocked up with the Call of the Forge God Slayer. Nice knock up again. Yoshi misses out on the haymaker. Okay. I will say, Slayer is having a fantastic game. This is a really nice job and performance to watch. I think if, you know, let's be real, a lot of players have made funky choices.
True.
I feel like Slayer hasn't really made a mistake this game. He's been very on top of it. Very good game from him.
Yeah, he's like Rey Mysterio 619. Shout out for this guy. And also look at his CS. He got it. Like
Wow.
Like he's gonna have
just
like
AFK now, no?
yeah. Don't do anything. Like your CS is perfect. Your score is perfect. Your the
Yeah. If he breaks it, he has to get 600 CS. I think my co-caster's deleted himself. Yeah, might have lost the connection. Anyway, does seem to be a posture for some sort of river fight here. The brand stepping forward, clearing out some vision. I do believe that the bush kick trap here will be very effective if they decide to play it. Diva did pick up a shutdown in that last fight. 3 kills to 3. 3 kills to 3 deaths, sorry. So, looking decently strong. Yoshi's gonna maintain the side lane pressure. The Baron actually is getting started up right here. Yoshi doesn't have the TP, so this will be a numbers disadvantage. However, the Baron isn't the fastest because the Barish build, not the biggest DPS. Baron is doing a lot of damage as well. Nipper's going to spot out where they are. The Amumu is starting to step forward. The Baron, very low HP. It does get secured. The Curse of the Sad Mummy is extremely good. Lucky's getting focused by the Galio. Big pullback by the set. And it looks like that team fight is being won by Valhalla Berserkers. The Baron buff is secured. But how many Barons can they keep? A shutdown onto Slayer by the Sivir. They do keep hold of 3 Baron buffs, but almost all of them went down. Beautiful Curse of the Sad Moment by Lego Alien. I mean, it started off with a very ambitious Baron. Understandably so, Yoshi was on the wrong side of the map, but then, I mean, White Lotus Snapdragon give over another massive shutdown to the Sivir. And I cannot believe what I'm seeing, but I mean, they still do have the Baron buff. But that was a lot of gold picked up.
I'm back.
Oh, you're back.
You got the
Welcome
Baron, 3 Drakes. Yeah, man, like, it's weird, like, thank you. It's like normal day, getting internet cut off, mid-team fight. I'm pretty normal. And, yeah, Jorvan is not like that playmaker anymore. He's just like 629. Anyways, he dies toward the burn, I suppose. Really? That's what happened? Tell me the story.
So basically, they started Baron. Amumu hit a fat ultimate. Loads of people died. Player gave a big shutdown over to the Sivir. If you look at Sivir's items, 3.5. But yeah.
Yeah, TB is coming here. The Drake is gonna be pretty important right now. You're trying to deny White Lotus's soul. Look, Call of the Forge God is here.
The Forge God comes through. Yoshi blunders the showstopper, but the dragon is being secured by Valhalla Berserkers. That's exactly what they needed. Varus ultimate. Close your windows, ladies and gentlemen, because there's a chain of corruption heading your way. Wasn't hitting anyone in this game. Slayer.
He's just going for it.
Yeah, he is going for
White
it.
Lotus.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, wait! You saw Nidalee and Shaq was just like buffing around. He's just like he was aiming for them, like just walking through the Summoner's Rift. Yeah, that's not their game, so they just like left. It was just like, yeah, okay, never mind, guys. Well, right now, I'm pretty surprised that right now you don't see any redemption. No redemption from the support.
Yeah. No redemption. Amumu is looking for an engage. Does have the Galio nearby. Stream is very laggy, so it's very difficult to see anything. But the Emilio is going to go down. The Sivir is dead as well. Slayer, such a good engage. Yoshi is going to TP into the fight.
He's not going to achieve too much though. Big shot down onto the Oriana. And I feel like Snipper on the Galio, he just isn't pressing this ultimate button. It's such a powerful team fighting tool, and it's never being used. Look, the Amumu ultimate is up, the Galio ultimate is up. You cannot be picking this composition and dying with these abilities.
You just can't, and like you're playing with Galio, you can be in the side lane, you can be on Marsh, and you can just like ult in, use it, save your AD carry, and you're just like you're the angel that's saving Sever from the downfall of Shurima. Like somehow he's not pressing button.
Yeah. It's. I think the biggest issue here is Snipper is trying to get a big combo knock up alongside the Amumu. But the problem is, your damage dealer is the Sivir. Sivir is the
Doesn't
carry.
matter.
Exactly. You need to keep that Sivir alive at all cost. And it's not like rocket science, right? It's like the Jarvan's gonna focus your Sivir. You need to just ult your Sivir when the Jarvan ults your Sivir. That's it,
And
really.
she's gonna survive. And guess what? Mumu will bend stuff over. Maybe just like he might zone enemy team, might save Sivir also. But like if Sivir is alive, she got 3.5 items, almost 4 items at 32 minutes. And guess what? The other guy, Varus, is just going through the shop, getting whatever he sees, is having like 200 gold shutdown, and both of them got the same amount of items. I guess that Sivir, like I believe that she got more gold than Lucky, but Lucky is just being pure lucky to if they won this game, Lucky is just gonna have his head not being thrown by his teammates after his build path.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, the Varus, I mean, honestly, respect to him, he's not doing too bad. The build is definitely interesting. I have no idea what that Ghostblade is doing in there. He could be at his Rageblade power spike right now, but because of certain decisions, he is not. So that is being slightly delayed, but I mean, White Lotus Snapdragon, they're in a really fantastic spot in this game, and I think off the back of Slayer, he's made so many good plays.
Yuchi?
Oh, Yoshi.
Bot lane?
Yeah, bot lane fight happening. Call the Forge God is going to get used. Yoshi close to the wall, having to flash over it. So close from Nike Dragon, not enough damage to finish off the kill. Yoshi's going to get a lot of regen. Slayer is down here right now. Is he going to be able to pick up the kill? No, he doesn't. The blast cone puts him to safety. And keep your eyes on the mid lane because there's an engage happening. Shot down onto the brand. Player making a mistake for once in this game. Has been a rare occurrence, but he does make a blunder. The Baron is available. They have their ultimates too. Gonna get started up here. The approach is gonna be very, very difficult. Galio down onto the mid lane. Yoshi having that TP very, very ready, available soon.
Yeah, vision.
Baron already half HP.
Also.
Slayer over the wall. Can he steal this? He's got to go for the steal. Ball now inside the pit. Vision is available there.
Your smite.
It is gonna be a flip. The smite fight is being won by the Amumu. Lego Alien does get the smite. Slayer. Snipper, your ultimate.
Snipper, plus over. Snipper!
Please press off. Please, I beg. Press it. Just press the button, man. Just press it. Just press it. Just press it. Snipper.
Lucky!
I can't cast this. Anyway, Snipper hits a really, really big taunt. It's a shutdown for Lucky. Nike Dragon stuck in the pit. We still have Galio ultimate at the end of 3 team fights.
You're bringing that Drake. Lucky was not pretty lucky on the previous team fight. He just got fist bumped by Yuchi Blink, and he's dead. 3-2-9 is gonna be the score. Drake is up, but it's only Stizzler on the Drake right now. He's going for the soul ball. Like, that's just like collision for the enemy team. Snipper is moving like he's playing Minecraft at this point.
He's still got that Galio. I haven't seen it being used in 3 fights. I would love to see it. Sorry, I don't mean to be overly negative, but like, You're technically not using the whole champion.
That's a global presence. Hello, guys. Hello. That's something that shifts team fights, changes results, and
This is scary.
verse with the
Oh my.
little. Oh yeah,
He's not the fallacy.
17 HP.
Yeah, it's close.
Yeah, 17 HP.
Now, I'm not
Let's
gonna
try.
lie. I'm not gonna lie. If your jungler,
Tell me.
if your jungler plays the early game the way he did, and your team's not getting the soul, something's gone wrong.
For Slayer,
For his team, I'm not gonna fault Slayer. He's played exceptionally well this game.
he played pretty good this game. Like if I was in Slayer's shoes, I would just like rage quit Alt F4 and curse my whole team. I'm being seriously. I'm not even joking.
Let's
Like,
not. do
or-
that. Oh,
Yeah, we don't
speaking of
support
Slayer,
that
look,
here.
he's getting the catch onto this Millia here. Should be alive. We have the Galley ultimate still available. Okay, let's not use it. That's fine. One goes down.
Yeah.
They're looking to push through the mid lane. Now, do have the Baron buff. Will be difficult to siege. Yoshi is behind. They are looking interested in some sort of fight. Bandage toss onto Nike Dragon. But that's it for now. Will just be the back off, delaying the Baron a little more. It's been what, four fights now. I haven't seen that.
Yeah,
Galley ultimate.
let's count them. And let's count how many times did he use his ultimate through 37 minutes of League of Legends. I believe it was 3 times. One, he used ultimate on Meliu after she flashed the Cataclysm. Second one was the fight on bot lane, which ironically Valhalla won. Because just
yeah.
like small ultimate that was invested in the team fight. And the other two, I hope that I just imagined them. So in total, I will give him like an extra 2 ultimates from my pocket. In total, he used 4 ultimates, and one of them was useful, and the rest is just like, yeah, walking around, having fun. Where can I have?
I just need like just press the button. Okay. If there was a reason not to, I'd get it. Like, what's stopping him?
On the last team fight, so I got a reason because basically he was in the middle of the team fight, so it was hard for him to press the button. I'm gonna give it to him, but like on the previous one, nah. Like the one previous, the last team fight.
Yeah.
The team fight on the Baron, I get it. You can't use it because you're in the middle of the fight, and right now you're getting caught, so you won't be able to use your ultimate.
You could ult out.
A reasonable reason. He can't. CC.
He's alive.
No.
Oh, Chain of Corruption gonna go wide from the Varus. Lego Alien now picking his target. Yoshi deep into the backlight. Scissor is gonna eat so much damage and is gonna go down. Yoshi is on a rampage. The Galio jumps in. Ultimate still available. He's gonna use
Yes!
Moo.
It's small, but yes.
Not the most effective ultimate, but I think Nums 1-2 still staying alive. And ironically, as long as you're using it, you're gonna get some results. Showstopper's gonna finish off the Orianna. Down goes everyone from White Lotus Snapdragon, and surprise, surprise, the one
Ending the game!
gets used. It is a team fight win for Valhalla Berserkers.
Team fight win finally for Valhalla, and they are marching to finish this series to get the 3-0 and make White Lotus go back to the grave, lower bracket, and try to find something to deal with. And yeah, finally you can see the Rage Blade from Lucky. But he's not gonna be lucky to use it. You can see the brand is up, but it's brand versus the world.
Can you hold a flash forward from Sniffer? And going in
maybe?
stasis, might be able to hold. Out comes the Varus, but he's got the wrong build, so he can't kill anyone. He's going to be able to pick up one, but just gets one shot. That's going to be the end of the game. That's going to be the end of the series. Valhalla Berserkers take the 3-0.
1511 mid laner, just won this game. Ladies and gents, like, I have seen it all. I have seen it all. League of Legends is a creepy place. Stay active and play like, yeah, as normal. It doesn't matter. But like, this game was just like going back and forth, back and forth. You don't know who's winning, you don't know who's losing, but at the end, no matter what happens, Valhalla finds a way to win this game.
Yeah, they do. I mean, pretty much every single game was the same. Valhalla, they just popped off at some point in the late game. I think the last two games, I'm going to throw a lot of praise onto Yoshi in the top lane, on the Gwen, on the set. Just did so much work. A lot of praise has to go towards Nums 1 and 2 as well. But yeah, that man on the top lane, we're talking side lane pressure. I mean, the Gwen game, we didn't get to see him in game 1. He was brought in halfway through the series, but you know, in that second game on the Gwen, so much side lane pressure, so many side lane solo kills onto different targets as well. This time on the set, like that team fight towards the top side where it just one shot the brand, game changing. That was, yeah, and just incredible side lane pressure. You see in this game, there's not much damage coming out your jungle and your mid laner, and so are you gonna just let the Sivir take all the heavy lifting? No, you're not. I think very rarely will you see a top laner impact a competitive game like this, and so yeah, all my praise headed towards Yoshi and Nums 1 2. I think those two really impressed me in this series, and yeah.
He played a really good role in the team fights. He's always that guy to burst Lucky out to get the support out of any equation, and I really like what he's doing to the enemy's bot lane because Milieu got some thing to fix when it comes to itemization. Please get redemption when you're playing Enchanter support. It's pretty important to you and your team. You're welcome. That's it.
Absolutely. Right. Well, I believe that is it for today. It was an exhilarating series. It was a pleasure to cast with you. And yeah, fantastic games. Commiserations to White Lotus Snapdragon, but massive congratulations to the Valhalla Berserkers. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. I hope you all enjoyed the 3 exhilarating games, and I wish you all a fantastic rest of your day.
See ya.
Blinding lights, lost in your eyes, feeling the pressure. You and I.